Welcome in, everybody. How are we all doing? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've had to talk in front of the camera, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me here. If you didn't know, I was gone for 2 weeks. If you just are tuning in and you're like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. I was out for 2 weeks. I was supposed to be on vacation. I didn't go on vacation. A lot of things happened. We'll get into that. We're going to do some DAs tonight. You sound different. Do I? DJ Jailbreak, joining the Calm Crew. I appreciate you, buddy. Hold on. Do I sound different? No? Well, I mean, maybe I do, I guess. What's going on? No, not CrowdStrike. It had nothing to do with that, thankfully.
19 months of membership. It's
Z, I
been a while.
appreciate you.
Africa, America's globe.
Africa, America's globe. I'm not sure what that one's supposed to mean. Calm sounds the same to me. Good. We're gonna start a DA, and then I'll tell you about the situation that arose while I was gone.
Sir Sheikah celebrates 22 months
Sir
of
Sheikah,
membership.
I appreciate
2
you.
months to Beast Ball. Let's go. When Calm is gone so long, we come back to having one of these.
Almost 2 years, which is crazy. Guys, the code
Colin Scott celebrates
8888-5566
12
for
months of
Raikou.
membership. As always, shout out gifters.
Mhm,
Luxury
mhm.
gifted baller.
A luxury gifted baller is crazy. That's a year. Yeah, we have a lot of gifters, a lot of homies helping out other homies. You love to see it. Make sure to say thanks, guys. There's already been some gifties. And there's some more. Show some love to your
Wanderer
gifter.
Celebrates 22 months of membership.
Galactic Wanderer, I
Almost
appreciate
been
you.
2 years. Wild _ Calm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Guys, we need 2 for Raikou. 8888-5566. I know you guys have been in the Discord running DAs like constantly, but help your boy get the saber-toothed tiger. I need it. I need to catch up. Tato, welcome back. Welcome in. I'm the one who's back. What? Welcome in. Sir Sheikah, I appreciate you, buddy. Guys, there's already been a bunch of gifties, but
King
please make sure to say
celebrates
thanks.
7 months
An
of
exclamation
membership.
gift.
Uwe been resetting the Raikou odds on the 3DZ.
No. Also, Brian wasn't sure how to read that one.
Sorno
Uwe on the
celebrates 4 months of
3Ds.
membership. Hope everyone has been doing well since last time.
Yeah. I have not been resetting my luck, though. That's not how this works. I don't want to believe it. If you guys don't know, I'm at 81 DAs with 0 shinies. Something's got to give. It might not be a Raikou tonight, but it's going to be something tonight. I'm not sure what. Raikou. Hopefully Raikou. Guys, what's the deal? I'm going to back out of this. I need 2 people for Raikou. Somebody help your boy out. Am I on the internet? That might also help. Might also be a problem here. That one's on the internet. Nah, this is you guys. This is a you guys thing. Help your boy out. Get in here for this Raikou. Raikou, doing it again. Trying my best. I'm here. Welcome in. Welcome in to all the homies. So guys, the code 8888-55-22 for Raikou. Get in here. So, what happened these past couple weeks? I was supposed to go to Disneyland and then go to Vegas. It was supposed to be a back-to-back, just a nice couple of trips. Had a bunch of time off. Was going to be a fun time. We got to California and we went to Little Tokyo. We had a walkabout. And by the time we were done walking about, the wife was in a lot of back pain. We got to the hotel, and that night she was unable to lay, sit, walk, anything. She was completely just like fully disabled
Jewel
on
celebrates 4
being able to
months of
stand up doing
membership.
any of that
The
stuff.
best time of the week is back.
Jewel, I
Front-facing
appreciate
baby
you.
chick. Front-facing baby chick. Front-facing baby chick.
We're gonna go
Dragon
right.
Mahjong tile. Red Dragon Mahjong tile. Corn. Bone.
Brian, just for a minute. CMH, it's all good. The VOD will be up. You know the dealio. So anyways, my wife was completely destroyed.
Jessimes celebrates 10 months of membership.
We're not telling
Welcome
stories
back,
tonight.
Carl. Let's see the difference. White flag. White flag.
White flag, white flag. It's just a Brian thing, I think. Brian's got issues, I suppose. Oh, Merrington? Yeah, it was something. So she was basically unable to walk, really having a bunch of just issues. It was crazy because we had to get like a cane and wheelchair and stuff for her. She was at the point where she could not stand up and walk and like just anything. It was crazy. And we ended up turning around and just going right back home, which sucked. We slept at the hotel the one night and it was a nightmare. We got up immediately, checked out of the hotel early. Luckily, we got some refund on the hotel stuff. We were able to like change the dates on all the Disneyland stuff. I had to rent a wheelchair so we can get her to the car, which was a whole ordeal. And then we just turned around and drove back and lived the back pain nightmare for a little bit. We were hoping that it was going to clear up quickly. It has not. So we didn't go to Vegas, and we were just kind of here, and I was a caretaker for a couple weeks, which, you know, gotta do what you gotta do for the wife and the loved ones and all that stuff. But it was just a very different couple of weeks than I thought it was gonna be. Rent a wheelchair, yeah. It was the hotel we were at. It's gotta be a fire hazard because the place that we were at, we were on the second story and we were right next to a staircase, which normally would be awesome because it's just like it was right towards the front and we could get out really quick to go over to Disneyland. But when you aren't able to go down the stairs, they only have one elevator, and it's like, you can imagine the hotel is almost like a full rectangle, except for right here, there's a cutout. So it's almost a full rectangle, and we were on like the edge of the rectangle, and we had to go all the way around to get to the elevator. It was like the elevator was on the other side of the rectangle, but there's no like crossover for us to get there. So we had to walk like a mile in a wheelchair. I might be exaggerating a little. But yeah, I can't imagine it isn't like a fire hazard issue. Because anybody in a wheelchair is just donezo. There's no way you're getting out of there if there's a fire. You got no chance. I really don't want a Stunfisk, so I'm gonna go right. I'm selfish like that. Pseudo Woodon, I appreciate the gifty. Guys, make sure you're saying thanks. I didn't see who got it. Blake. Say thanks if you're in here. Don't be afraid to show off the shiny Celebi in Pokemon Sword for us. So, I do have it in Pokemon Home. I don't actually have it. Can you get Celebi in Sword and Shield? Can I transfer it to this game? Kuru says, that's rough, buddy. Are you hitting me with the Zuko right now, or is this an actual that's rough, buddy? I'm not sure I can't tell if you're messing with me or not. Oriso with 20 gifties. Trying to get Panna. Guys, Panna has had some bad luck recently, so hopefully this works. But all of you 20 who got one of these gifties, please make sure to say thanks. Show some love. So anyways, that was my weekend. I did, on the day that we went to Little Tokyo, I did get some cool stuff. But, it was just one day. I got a bunch of, like, clothes, and I guess I got, like, some kind of, like, Japan-y kind of stuff. I'll show you. I have a couple of them on my desk here. I got a, like, they have a gacha, like an official gachapon store there. And I got these. If you play Persona, you know. If not, these are like the Pikachu of Persona. Jack Frost and Black Frost, both of them. There was another one with King Frost. I feel like that was the one I cared about the least, so I didn't go for him. But it was kind of cool. It was a cool little place, and Little Tokyo is not a bad spot. Everything there is like super marked up. It's definitely California prices, LA prices. There's a lot of books there that are like 1,500 yen in Japan, which is like about $10 right now with the conversion rate. They're selling them for like 30, 35 bucks. So you're like paying a pretty serious markup on stuff over there. But it's kind of cool that it's available still. So I don't know. It's a bit of a mixed bag for me. There's a lot of like snackies and stuff over there. A lot of good like candies and food and stuff that you usually get over in Japan. Love Jack Frost. Me too. There's a hee-ho. Get some hee-hos in the chat. Was the faraway map glitch hard? I didn't use a glitch. Since I have a GB operator, I just injected the event into my save. I was basically just able to set the flag like I went to the place and I got the event, and then I just got the ticket from the lady that you had to go and talk to normally. That's how I did it. The glitch, the Pomeg glitch, I'm not really sure how to do that since I didn't have to do it. First time catching a stream, loving the chill vibes. Frito, I'm glad you dig the vibes. Welcome in. I think lots of new peeps showed up from the vids that blew up. Yeah. So if you guys, I've been gone for a couple weeks, but we've kind of popped off on subscribers and stuff. My, like, 2 most recent videos have, the algorithm has said this calm and collecting guy, we like him. And I don't know, this might be a bit of an issue here. Because I don't know if it's just because I haven't been streaming for a little bit and they're like, what are we gonna throw out there for all these calm and collecting people while he's gone? And they started really pushing my 2 most recent videos. They're both at like 120,000 views right now, which is more than any regular view or regular video on my channel is ever getting. That's not the norm for your boy. But it's kind of cool to see. I would like to get an Excelgor. I'm going to go for Excelgor. None of these are like amazing. It's been a while since I caught a stream. Yo bro, Cobro. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I've been gone for 2 weeks. So it's not you, it's me. But welcome back.
Now I feel comfortable interrupting the stream.
We are most pleased at your return.
What happened in the middle there? The Shadow Realm void kind of like crept through the text-to-speech. It was right before the Jingle Bells song. It's just a little bit of a call of the void. They were pushing the latest video to me a lot recently, yeah. And after the most recent one kind of popped off, the one before it started popping off, which was kind of crazy because that, I think, topped out at like 8,000 views when it kind of like flatlined for me. And I was like, you know what? That's pretty good for my usual, at least. I was pretty happy with that. And then they said, more. It's your responsibility to watch it every time it's recommended. I don't make the rules here. Gotta listen to Sir Sheikar on that one. It's like 40 minutes, isn't it? It's kind of a commitment. Wish the Trombone Champ video would just randomly pop off. It'd be nice. Then I can justify doing more Trombone Champ. I feel like there's definitely some hidden gems. If you guys are here and you just decided to pop in from you found me from one of these most recent videos, you decided to pop into a stream, check the backlog. I think there's some hidden gems in there that didn't get the love they deserved. I have a little skin in that game though, so take that for what it's worth. Been a while since I joined your stream. How's shiny hunting going? It's going. I got a shiny Mew the other day, and I got a shiny Celebi like 3 days before that. Pseudo Woodon, I believe you. Every time a VOD is recommended, I just sit down for 3 to 6 hours and watch it immediately, as you should. Come on, who doesn't have a quick 3 to 6 hours to support their favorite streamer? Just a quick 3 to 6 hours. Can you send me some Let's Go luck? Yeah, you can have all of my Let's Go luck right now. It's been a while since I've gone back to Let's Go. Trombone Champ, you're very good at it. I don't know if I agree with you on that, although I don't think I failed a song during that stream. And that's with me, like, reading chat and stuff. I'm not going to say I'm a gamer, but we should probably grab this. This thing has acid spray. Do we have anything special attack? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to keep Raichu because it has Lightning Rod. It just stops all of Raiku's moves, basically. Remember us when you're famous. And then an angry face. I don't think that I can escape chat. I think you guys are the ones who, no matter what, I'm very directly interacting with. I'm not just going into the... First off, Pokemon famous, I'm not really sure that we're getting there. But besides that, y'all are here all the time. It's very hard to ignore you guys. Can't just be like, nope, I no longer talk to chat anymore now that I'm a famous streamer. No more talking to chat. Sir Sheikar with a gifty. Solaris, make sure you say thanks. Back on the Raikou grind, yeehaw, yeah. Tonight we're going to do some variety. I did the thumbnail as Raikou because I would really like to find a Raikou. But, we'll see. We're at 81 DAs since our last shiny, and dude, we have to find something tonight. I know I've been having good luck in other games, but I think it's because of this. We've charged up our good luck with this terribly bad luck. A lot of heavy winds here. Also had lightning and hailstorm last night. You know, we've had some crazy storming around here recently, too. Pseudo Woodon with 5 gifties. And also, we need a new light goal, guys. If you want to get a 100 light goal pinned up, post it up. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. If you haven't done it yet, just think about it. Light goal 100 Galactic Wanderer. Boom. I appreciate y'all. Poor Panna. Just living the gray life for a little bit. it makes you really, really cherish the moments that you're green and you have all the spicy emotes and stuff, right? Didn't see you streaming last weekend, so I decided to play and complete Explorers of the Sky. I haven't cried this much since Sasquatch from Red Dead. I don't understand what that
12
means.
Months of membership, 2 weeks. No calm gave me appendicitis.
Oh,
1
no.
year. Front-facing baby chick. Front-facing baby chick.
That is my nightmare. I really, really sometimes stress that I'm gonna have like appendicitis. Sometimes I get a stomach ache and I'm like, oh my god, this is it. This is the time. Like, I don't have any reason to think I'm gonna get it, but like, you know, you always hear the stories about like, yeah, my appendix exploded one day. I just had to go to the hospital. Like, I would have died. I hear those stories and I'm like, that's, for some reason, it's locked into my mind. Froggy B, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you caught it before it went bananas. You know how it goes with that. These YouTube emotes are not spicy, not even gonna lie to you. The YouTube ones, yeah, no, they're not great. That's why you need the gifty emotes. The best emotes on YouTube, it's not just me that says it, although I do agree. Best emotes on YouTube. Makes that membership worth it. Just remove your appendix and sell it on the black market. There's an idea. Guys, this is DA 82 and 83 since our last shiny in DAs. No Raichu, no Whalmer, no Excelgor, Pseudo Woodon. Got a gifty for Cole Reagan. I almost said Cole Rogan. Cole Reagan. Raikou. It couldn't be the first one right when we got back, right? It couldn't be. That's fine. It had to say, you know, I missed you when you were gone. I don't want you to get the shiny and run. So that's fine. We're just gonna do another one. Easy peasy. We know the rules here, right? Didn't explode, but also had it. Oh my god, Froggy B, what is going on? So double whammy. I will say, Froggy B, if you had to find out that that was happening, I guess it was good to have both in the same vicinity at the same time, right? Like they just handled both. You know, silver lining, I guess, but that seems like the best time to find out that you had that is when they're already in there for the other thing. We're not going to talk about the fact that it was causing the other thing, but like, you know what I mean? At least they got it at the same time and you didn't have to have two things at once, right? Or two things at separate times. Guys, Raikou, anybody is welcome for this. The code 8888-5544. If you guys were on the last one, just hold off, join in, try to let people get in potentially, but I know most people have this already. Dr. Clam, welcome in. Best Pokemon for raids. Woot. Panna, welcome in. And Eli, I'm not sure who this is. We got the squad. Haven't tuned in for a while, but since last stream, I've gotten the shiny Geodude. Named him ca.co because your full channel name wouldn't fit. You know what? It works. It works. It's a thought that counts with old calm and collecting. Well, I'm glad you got the Geodude. What game was it in that you were hunting Geodude? I can't remember. Marmsy and the Grey Gang. You hate to see it. Z with the 5 gifties. I have to look to see if Panna gets one, and now Marmsy as well. Soul Silver Geodude. Yeah, that's awesome. When does Geodude learn self-destruct? That one would kind of freak me out a little bit. But the gold nugget, like the yellow on shiny Geodude in the Pixel games are just It hits different. All right, I think we're going to go right, left, left. Is that a Nidoking too? Dude, this could be a good path. Okay. I was already pointing right, and I pushed right again, and it went to the left. So, I'm glad we went the right way, despite me being a problem child. Tatsugiri outbreaks are live. Too bad I found 3 white shiny Tatsugiri 2 days before the event started. When is the Gimme Ghoul event happening? Does anybody know? I remember they announced it. For a long time, I didn't think I was going to bother with it, but I think it'd be kind of cool to get 1. It'd be kind of cool to get 2, but man, I don't know. It's full odds. It's like a really nightmare reset thing. I've been weighing my options on this. It might be cool to do it as a community. Make it like more of a multi-hunt. Because I only have 2 switches that I can go for it with. Got Pokemon White 2 resetting for a Tepig. Very nice. I need to reset for the starters in Gen 5 at some point. Jan, you're going to join in on some DAs. Sounds good. We'll be running them all night. About like 7 shiny Alolan Raichus finally have it. Have Alolan Raichu? Or were you going for an extra large or an extra small one? I'm assuming that's why you caught so many. I just went and I did get 1. I actually loaded into Pokemon Violet a couple days ago because one of the homies hooked your boy up with a Raging Bolt and a what is the Entei one again? Roaring Pyre or something. I don't know, bro. I don't remember the Entei one. I'm not like a huge fan of those things, but I needed them for the living decks. So, Colin helped me out, as usual, helping your boy out. Where did you get the mods for the DS? Hero! Exclamation setup in the chat. And I have a link to like the parts that I used. I also have somebody who can install them because it is kind of involved. Avatario.
Oh snap, the base com is back, guys.
Yes, indeed, good timing as well because he's getting this shiny Raikou.
You forgot to say Encom, a name. Shake my head's a bowman.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't say uncalming them. I forgot the rules here. Colin, I do appreciate it. Went and got some after our trade. Yeah, I went to the same thing after you. When I connected to the internet, I got the notification that the event was going on, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll go give it a shot. And I went and I found one immediately. I didn't even have to reset. It was just in the first batch. So I was like, all right, deal. Caught it, done and done. That was basically it. Hearing the president's sound off reminded me a lot has happened. Yeah, it was kind of a situation, eh? We're not going to talk about any of that in here, though. Just, there has been a lot going on, though. You're correct. When the presidents are here, they only care about Pokemon. That's the nice thing about this place. All of the presidents do happen to love Pokemon, which is sweet. They always roll out and hang out for a bit. Gonna keep looking for shiny Amora while doing your DAs. Very nice. Yeah, that's a good shiny. I have kind of just lightly hunted for that. Does that make sense? We've had a bit of a light shiny hunt for that. I haven't really committed to it, but I've KO'd a few of them. Just in case I want to do another random encounter hunt. Eventually. I love Fouling so much. I was really on the fence about the boys at the beginning, but yeah, I'm kind of a fan now. Yeah, Showtime, it's all good. All good. President Calm and Collecting. No, you guys don't want that. Trust me. You definitely don't want that. Although Mr. Beast says he might be signing up one of these days, so... that might be as close as you guys get. Ceiling Cat with the $10 reduced, buddy. I
Celebrating my
appreciate you.
29th year of bodily existence today. Jay chillin' with the homies, and giving Mr. Streamer Man my monies.
I appreciate the $10 reduce. I really don't like the phrasing bodily existence. For some reason, that just doesn't do it for me. But I'm glad you are existing, you and your body. Man, that I didn't even like having to say it. Yeah, everybody throw out a happy birthday for old Ceiling Cat. Get some sneezels in the chat. Do we have anything else birthday-y? Get some cakes or something out there too. YouTube has a few of those. Show some love. Are the event outbreaks boosted odds? I assume they are, because I got it like immediately when I walked into that, but you know, Charm and Outbreak and everything else, like, they're already very good odds, even if they aren't the boosted odds. But I think they are. I'm pretty sure they are. Shicky Bear. Oh, yeah, Marmsy. That one's for Hassan only. That's just how it goes. I can't even throw that one out there. Somebody should grab this. We're going for Raikou, remember, guys. Eli or Panna, if you want to grab this, I think that's probably good. Somebody should take it, though. I see some of the parts. It looks complicated, and I'm in the Bahamas. Can't even use the person you're talking about. Yeah, and the person that sells those parts is in Australia, I'm pretty sure. Let's go left. So no matter what, there's kind of some internationally kind of stuff going on with that, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know, dude. If you aren't able to solder and stuff, it's gonna be tough. It's definitely a more simple soldering job than some projects.
MC Pokeberry Pie celebrates 14
like
months
basic,
of
though.
membership. Happy birthday, Ceiling Cat. Confetti ball. Party
Using the
popper,
14
birthday
months.
cake. Front-facing baby chick. Front-facing baby chick.
Well, I appreciate the 14 months and the Pokeberry Pie showing the love with the, hold on, I'm trying to read and talk. Showing the love with the membership milestone message. Love to see it. Thanks for all of the Existence Day wishes. Yes. Ceiling Cat, it's all good. We know it's Thursday. We know the rules. I appreciate you popping in, though. Sir Shicker and Marmsy having some relationship troubles in the chat right now. Sir Shicker, I'm just going to tell you, you're digging yourself into a bit of a hole right now. As a friend, I feel like I should tell you this. This is a war you will not win. I suggest not doubling down on this. That's just from me to you. I said from me to you. From me to you. Only thing I got while you were gone was some things on my bingo card. Just a 7k Diglett trade in Let's Go No Shiny. 7th, and it's full odds, so it's like 4,000 for that. You know, I wouldn't mind doing those trade hunts in Let's Go. It'd be kind of interesting. GB operator, it is then. Yeah, honestly, like, Hero Green, and for everybody else that's just watching, if you have seen my multi-hunting setup, it's jank. It's not something I would recommend for anybody that has any semblance of sanity. It's not cheap. It's not like the most effective way to do it. The only reason that you would do that is if you're crazy like me and you just bought a bunch of stuff and you like modding consoles and you like doing all that stuff, which I do. Or if you're like really stuck on just needing to have it on official hardware, I'm honestly not really that way. I don't really care if it's on original hardware. Since I'm streaming, I guess it's good for me to have it, but like, I don't really feel like it's that big of a deal. You can get multiple GB operators these days, and it's easy. You know, your other option is you could just get 1 GB operator, export your game save, and just open up multiple instances of like an emulator. Do it that way. It's not like legit. A lot of streamers just do that though. And as long as your trainer IDs and stuff are different, you're going to be seeing different Pokemon on each one. And then once you get it, you can just take that save from the game that you got it on, and with the GB operator, you can upload the save onto the cartridge.
Play 115
and you're
celebrates
done, you know?
21 months of membership.
Let's
almost 2 full years! ! !_calm
We got a lot of people that are very close to 2 years, which is insane.
Sir McLoopy celebrates 15 months of membership. Bellow dog pool over everything right now. Purple heart.
What? I'm not really sure what that means, but welcome in McLoopy with a cool 15 months. Glad everyone is going well. Everyone. Schick Jr. has already been watching the DA games.
Lomona celebrates 14
Getting started on the
months of
shiny hunts
membership.
early.
Glad to see you back, Mr. Calm.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back to the norm. It was kind of at a point where I wasn't sure if I was going to have to push out the streams for a bit, but Jalyssa's been doing a bit better recently. She's actually able to walk around and like do all that. She still has to sleep on the couch. I know it seems like a less efficient place to be sleeping, like with back issues, but she's not really able to lay down and adjust and stuff. When she was trying to sleep in the bed, it really messed her up, and like standing up and laying down and stuff is when the most pain was for her. So our couch is like a like an electric, it has like a recline that's electric, so she can go to a lay position or go to a sit and then use that to kind of stand up too. So it ended up being kind of a better deal for her to just be on the couch. And she's kind of been getting better and better each day. It's still just, we have to figure something out. Like, the thing that sucks is these orthopedic places, it takes forever to get an appointment with any of these spots. When she was just like in crippling pain, we called and they're like, yeah, it'll be about a month. It's like, okay, well, what do we do about my wife who can't stand right now? What's the game plan for that? It's like, oh yeah, just, you can deal with it. But yeah, she's in there sitting playing Monster Hunter and stuff. She's not in that kind of pain anymore, but it's still like, it sucks because it's kind of in the back of your mind after that, right? Like, the reason that this happened is because she sat on the floor for like 30 or 40 minutes looking at Pokemon cards. She sat on my floor right here. And after that, the next day it was sore, and then it kind of got worse and worse and worse. Then it kind of plateaued, and then it kind of started going like that after she started resting. So, yeah, it was just a whole ordeal. Pseudo Udon with the $5 reduce. I appreciate you, buddy.
My birthday is Saturday, but I will probably only be you tonight this week.
Sag.
Should Ceiling Cat and I thumb wrestle, or?
Yes. Happy birthday. I don't know about that first voice. I don't know about Sagiri. I'm not sure about that one. Just as long as we're throwing all this out here. Tweaked my back like 2 months ago. Still somewhat recovering. Back injuries really suck. Yeah. Yeah, it's something that is just, you're always worried it's going to happen again. So you're kind of just uncomfortable for a really long time. And It's a time. All right, guys, this is DA 84 and 85 since my last shiny. The only thing I really do not need here is Golurk. Okay, good. I honestly would be down with this Nidoking too. But, you know, Raikou would be the thing that I would like the most. Very interesting, Sword and Shield. Very interesting indeed. Ghost-ish.
Intelligence celebrates 4 months of membership. Calm dance colon calm dance colon calm dance colon calm dance colon calm dance.
Oh yeah. I appreciate the 4 months. I had to take a look. See where you were at. Nothing. Alright. One more and then we're going to change up what we're doing. Guys, if you were on the last one, please give people a chance to join in. The code for this one, 8888-5569 for Raikou. Remember, guys, anybody is welcome. Doing the hunt on the GB operator, the Pokemon will still be legit, right? Yeah, I mean, as long as you're catching them in game and stuff, and you're not like hacking the Pokemon in, they won't be able to tell that it's from, or it was being played on an emulator or anything like that. Now, to transfer it, you always will have to go through real games. So I would make sure that you have a real cartridge of the game that you're playing from the GB operator side, and then you can move saves basically from your computer onto your cartridge and back and forth. You can just kind of do that, which is nice. It's also just nice to have. I recommend having a GB operator for anybody that's doing any kind of like Game Boy Advance shiny hunting stuff, because you can back up your saves. You don't have to do anything sketchy with it. You don't have to hunt through the GB operator. It's a nice tool to have for $50, knowing that you will never lose your saves. Very worth it. And I kind of recommend the same thing, although Nintendo, if you're watching, I'm really sorry about this. You guys just don't have good ways to do this. Getting a 3DS that is a little, let's say, adjusted. An adjusted 3DS. Because you can back up all your saves from that, too. Like, that's just something that you don't have to do anything sketchy on the 3DS, but being able to back up all of your stuff and put it into the cloud so you'll never lose it is just very worth it when you're spending hundreds of hours on shiny hunting, you know? Legit cannot get into DAs no matter how fast I push the buttons. Nintendo, fix this. We need to send out the pseudo-Woodon't patch. The pseudo-Woodon't priority patch. I guess I'll go for the other cat. Still, I need, while going for Poipole, doing some DAs and 3DS stuff on the side. And honestly is a good combination, because it doesn't really take too much like thought on the 3DS side. The resets are pretty slow and it's just a lot of mashing A, so it's a good combo. Got something similar to the GB operator, mainly to back up my original copy of Yellow with a fully completed dex. Yeah. So before the GB operator, there was the kind of, it just wasn't as pretty, but they had that thing that was like just a cartridge slot on a PCB, and it was just kind of out there. I think I know the thing you're talking about, because I think that was there was this YouTube video that went around like a lot for a while, of the guy who messed up his save from Pokemon like Leaf Green. I don't know if you guys saw this video where the guy goes and he talks with this like game save specialist, and they basically get this guy's Blastoise back from this really messed up save that was on a cartridge that he had when he was a kid. It was a pretty cool video, but I'm assuming it's that specific device. This too much of a deep cut? I don't know. Finally hatched a shiny Heatmore last night. Very nice. 1283 is a little rough, but the next Masuda Hunt will be a lot better than that. Guaranteed. I saw that video. Yeah, no, it definitely popped off on the algorithm. I'm assuming a lot of you guys have seen it. I forget what that device was called, though. Got shiny Tepig and White 2 after 667? What the heck? Guys, 169 like goal. I appreciate y'all liking the stream. How long have we even been going? 49 minutes? 100 likes? Very nice. Yeah, somebody get that like goal and I'll pin it up. Marmsy, it doesn't have the spicy emotes, but because you guys have been having some issues in chat, I'm gonna give that one to you. I'm gonna give you the dub on this one. You doing Rumble Weekend? When is Rumble Weekend? There's another one already? I feel like it just happened. Not the YouTube emotes. Yeah, they're rough. I really don't want that Gastrodon. I'm going left. I don't know. We already have a good squad. I know this. You guys might be kind of mad about this. I know that there is a Gastrodon there. I don't think it has a ground attack, though. Going for Maractus next. Yeah, that's a good one. So, are you just going for Gen 5 stuff, or is that just what kind of tickles your fancy right now? Starting to appreciate shinies in Violet more and in general after starting to really hunt. Yes. Are you just hunting in Scarlet and Violet right now, or are you doing any hunting in other games? Honestly, Scarlet and Violet is a lot of fun. It's got its issues, right? Nobody can deny that, or you can, but you know, you're wrong. It definitely has a few issues, but I had fun with that game, and it was fun to stream too. It was a really good stream game. After I got the shiny Billy Ray Cyrus from DA's, I've literally been 100% Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And man, I didn't realize how many quests I haven't done. I don't know how Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is. I know that 1 has so many though, and I've got to imagine 3 is just like that, but more. Because it was crazy. That was one of the things I really liked about the first Xenoblade. I liked that they had all of those little missions where, like, you had to go and, like, find a bunch of a certain item, and then you would use that item for kind of other stuff. You would trade them in, and you would do other things with it. I also kind of thought that the friendship, like, levels and stuff was kind of interesting. It was confusing to figure all that out, but it was interesting. Doing Dynamax Adventures a lot. Actually got a shiny Mesprit after swearing I would take it no matter what. Well, there you go. Said, all right, I'll shine. Fine. Just going for shinies I don't have that I can get in Sword and Shield. Yeah, that's fair. Saving Shikker's marriage and helping the homies vibe. Yes. We be saving marriages around these parts. I'm gonna go Pelipper just because I don't have this. I already have the other Stunfisk, so I'm just going to the thing that I need here. YouTube dying on me. I don't see any dropped frames on my side, so yeah, let me know. Michael, you tried and you failed. You chump. Slow mode. Am I right, guys? Slow mode. Just randomly got back to the Pokemon grind yesterday, so I'm back to going in the super hot outside in AZ. What? You're going outside in AZ because you're back on the Pokemon grind? Are you doing Pokemon Go? I feel like if you're back on the Pokemon grind, that would usually mean the opposite. That you wouldn't be going outside at all. It's good for me. Nothing over here. Alright, good. It's just Z. Z, I'm sorry. but it's just you this time, which is a good thing. Not for you, but for us. Jewel, don't pass out. What are you talking about? I mean, if you're falling asleep, that's fine. The East Coast difference, it's like 10:30 over there right now. 10:20. It kind of sucks. It is what it is, you know? Time to spin the Wheel of Fate and help Sir Sheikah get to his true destiny. I don't want to be the one held accountable for Sir Sheikah's final destination. Your phone's going to melt while you play Pokemon Go in AZ? Yes. I went to a Go Fest thing back when I was playing it a little bit, and that's when I got my shiny Shadow Charizard, but my phone was just not having it. It was like 100 plus, and it was going ballistic. It was so hot. Like when I put it in my pocket, I was concerned it was gonna melt a hole in my leg or my pants, fall through, you know. Got a shiny Full Odds Trapinch, but I realized it's not that big of a deal counting how many Pokemon you see at a time in Violet. Are you keeping track of how many encounters you're doing in that game? Because you're a mad lad if you are. But yeah, the normal, just like things that spawn in groups and stuff, definitely more common, but I think it's cool that they're available. There's still difficult shiny hunts in that game, but yeah, I think it's alright. Pokemon Go boom, exactly. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of Pokemon Go boom going on in AZ. Joshua, I think you grabbed this one. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just do coaching. No way, just random. I'm too lazy for that. Honestly, it's not even a lazy thing. I don't know how you would keep track of encounters in Scarlet and Violet. They're just spawning in like every direction around you. Is there anything you're excited for in the future? It's a question that doesn't get asked much. By the way, it doesn't have to be Pokemon related. I mean, I will say, Pokemon related wise, I'm very excited for Legend ZA. I'm a big Legends stan, and that's something that will be happening in the fairly near future. People have been talking, saying that there might be like a Pokemon Direct in August. You know, grain of salt and all that, but people have been there have been whispers about a Pokemon Direct, so that would be very exciting. Besides that, I don't know. My next Japan trip will be cool. I don't know when that's going to be, though. Besides that, I'm kind of just hanging out. Cannot wait for the new Zelda game. Oh, that does look cool. And surprisingly, like, I'm not usually a big fan of the 2D Zelda games, but this looks like 2D Zelda plus Breath of the Wild kind of stuff.
Them try here. Trust me, bro.
All right. It's been a while. I'll trust you on this one. I was nice, and it did me no good. Back to my devilish ways. No, wait. How was Disney? Oh, baby Pluto, you missed the beginning of stream. My wife broke her back, and I've been taking care of her for 2 weeks. No Disney happened during these last couple weeks. It's been a crazy time. Love the style. Yeah, the style, because it's the same as A Link to the Past, like the remake for it. No, not A Link to the Past. Link's Awakening. I was trying to remember the old Zelda name. Yeah, it's that same style, and I also really like that style, actually. Link's Awakening. I know. You gotta give me a break here. I know Megas hurt the Pokemon, but it's just so awesome. And there's like so many good shinies that are Megas too. Like Garchomp has a very good shiny when it's Mega Evolved. So, you know, sometimes it hurts to be beautiful, right? How'd she break her back again, Calm? She sat on the floor. on the hardwood floor for about 40 minutes. This Autumn thing doesn't have a good track record, just saying. You know? We're going to give it one more try here. On Shickenham. For this Raikou. Big money. Yeah, Mega Gengar was when it first had a good shiny. That was the very first time it ever had one. And then it went away, and then it got one again with Dynamax, so, or with Gigantamax. Beauty is pain, exactly. I posted my shiny Piggy in the Discord. You'd love to see it. I've never had a shiny in Gen 5 that I found. We had the ones from the save stuff. On Shickenham appears to have worked. DA 86 and 87. We have a shiny Ribombee. Anything else? No Swoobat. No Stunfisk. No Raikou. A Ribombee. We'll take it. We'll finally get out of this nightmare phase with a shiny Ribombee. Why not? It's a pretty good shiny. No double shiny. Not this time. That happened last time. When we got the, what was it? The Eldegoss and the Ho-Oh at the same time, right? Alright. Calm can actually get DA shinies. I know. I was surprised too. Alright, we're resetting that nightmare phase. We'll check out the Ribombee. We'll do a couple of, encounters with this thing just to show it off. Because it is a good shiny. It deserves a little time in the limelight. Steak Hospital, welcome in. Just in time for the shiny Ribombee. We'll do a couple checks here. Maybe we get our Amora. We have had good luck out here before where we immediately got a shiny just out here showing off the thing that we got. We'll check out a Jinx. Calling back to back. It would be nice. Next EA, you mean, right? We got a Tornadus that day too. We got 5 shinies that day. We got the Tornadus, the Ho-Oh, the Piloswine. What else? Eldegoss. We got one more thing. Did I get Landorus that night too? Did I get 3 shiny legendaries that night? I think I got the Tornadus and the Landorus that night. Yeah, that was crazy. 3 shiny legendaries in one night is bananas. Oh, and we got to put it on the board. That's right. I'm gonna go 8 Jan, not Jane. Jan. I'll be here. I can't read. I can't talk. It's been a while since I've streamed. You're gonna have to bear with me here. We'll do one more encounter. The Amora. I do want to find this thing shiny at some point. Storms, welcome in.
On Chicken Yum.
On Chicken Yum.
Jingle Bells doesn't like On Chicken Yum, apparently. It appears that Pseudo-Wudon might be... I don't like this guy taking there. Person was riding their bike a little too close to me. Alright. Let me get this Ribombee back in the box. We're going to get back to the old grind. Have not been in here in a while. Good to be back. Epic Gamer, welcome back. I've been gone for a little bit too, so it's a good time to be back. Have to rename it On Chick and Hold on. Is that even... Can I rename here? Do I have to go to like a Pokemon Center? I ain't going to a Pokemon Center. I ain't living that life. Maybe after DAs. I don't want to make a trip for this. If I could do it in the box, I would. This is a big commitment to On Shickenham. Oh, you know what? I want to do a Reshiram, I think. Because this is one that will finish the Gen 5 legendaries for me, too. We're going to do a Reshiram, guys. Alright. Guys, if you were in the last one, please don't join back-to-back. But everybody else, the code 8888-5544 for Reshiram. Pseudo-Woodon with the $3 dues.
Happy. Ooh.
I'm not really sure what was happening there. He wasn't really saying on chicken yum. He was kind of saying just something else. I'm not really sure what he was going for there. But besides that, the Kona at the end was also just kind of a mess. There was a lot going on there. It was a lot to take in there. The on chicken yum. Yeah, he was having some issues. Guys, we're looking for Dragon, Rock, Ground, I think? Dragon, Rock, Ground? We have none of these things. There's a Whiscash there, but there's Ground there. I guess we go right. Yeah, I'm not really sure on this. I think it's just Dragon, Ground, and Rock. Gotta go, but I wish you luck, Ignatius. I appreciate you popping in. We'll see you on the next one, hopefully. Really want to know if you would want to collaborate with bigger PokeTubers like MNJTV or PM7. I don't think that it's if I want to. I think the decision makers are probably them in this particular scenario. But, you know, I'd be down. I've done a couple collab things with some homies. We did a couple things with Super Potion. We've done a couple things with Yugs. I'm trying to think, have I done anything else with other peeps? I'm not, like, opposed to it. It's just something that, gotta find the right kind of person, the right timing, all that stuff, right? But yeah, I'd be down. Be down to make it happen. How many shinies you got? Oh, speaking of how many shinies I got. I've only found one tonight, but that is one more than we found for the past few nights, so. But in general, I have a lot of shinies. I'm not really sure what my count is for total shinies, but for tonight, it is 1. If I can find it. Rabombi. We have 1 shiny Rabombi. There it is. I'll just leave her there. Looks like she's in a good spot. Pseudo-Woodon with 5 gifties. No Panna. No Marmsey. You hate to see it, but you love to see some homies getting gifties no matter what. Guys, please make sure to say thanks. And everybody else, make sure you're opted in. Exclamation gift in the chat. Make sure you're opted in so you can steal them from Marmsey and Panna. Why are we still here? Yeah, just little suffering trying to get access to Mr. Kappa again. It builds character, you know. Wampana. I see what you're doing there. I'm not sure about that though. Pan and Marmsey about to start the Great War. It's been a little while since we've had one. Although I will say they're usually the nice thing about the membership just tidal waves like this is everybody wins. Right? Everybody gets some access to Mr. Kappa. It's a good thing. Pseudo-Woodon, I don't know if you'll believe this. I haven't even purchased the Elden Ring DLC yet. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why I haven't bought it, why I haven't started like playing through it. There's just, I guess I haven't really had the time recently, but like, I don't know. I haven't committed to it for some reason. Everyone except you know. Yeah, well. Some might say it's a skill issue. Some people might say that. I would never say that. But some might. Finally caught alive. Spencer, welcome in. Glad to have you. Haven't watched anybody play it yet. Waiting for Too Calm, Too Collecting. I know, I need to get it together, man. I need to get it together. My internet went out as I was typing that I hope Jalissa feels better. You were basically converting her pain for shiny luck, it seems. If it works, it works. Am I right? I need the results. Z with the gifty. Osmond, if you're in here, make sure you say thanks. Resident Evil Village on Too Calm, Too Collecting win. I would be down. I've never played it, so I'd be down to give it a shot.
Leo Monkey celebrates 9 months of membership. Hi, can't wait for a new channel to release.
For your new channel. My new channel is already out and about. I haven't done anything there yet, but it is there. So if you want to watch me play not Pokemon stuff, it's probably going to be more PG-13E just because of the source material of the games. But, yeah. If you want to see me play other things like Elden Ring, potentially Resident Evil, things like that, it's the place. It's in the chat. What's the command for it? Oh, Sir Shicker just... So, I have a command. I think if you do exclamation 2C2C, I think that should work. I did put a command in the bot. Dead Space on Too Calm. It's been a long time since I played Dead Space. I mean, I had a good time with that game, too. I feel like horror games probably make a lot of sense over there. Ya boy will definitely not be calm like this playing those games. So I'm just going to tell you guys right now, it will be a very different vibe when I'm being chased by demons. Do you scare easy? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how I'll be on some of these. It's been a while since I've played through like a horror game.
16 months of membership. Am I almost out of the Luxball Woods? Or will I be lost for a while? Brian's back, baby, in full force, and it's super effective.
Don't anybody tell baby Pluto that it doesn't change until 24 months. Don't anybody tell him. Just let him think that 18 months is when it's going to change. I always forget that baby Pluto is one of the luxury ball haters, too. McChespin, welcome in. Have to skip any horror content, but it's one step closer to the Baldur's Gate 3 streams. Yeah. No, I gotcha. That's why it's more of like it's just kind of a catch-all for non-Pokemon stuff, but I don't know. I'm still kind of... I'm not sure. I'm not sure how... The thing is like Baldur's Gate 3 is one of those things that I feel like is going to take a lot of back-to-back-to-back streams on it, like longer things. I think I need to start with something a little bit easier. A little bit like more... Maybe not one and done, but like I feel like Elden Ring is easy to watch no matter where you're watching me start from, right? Like you can pick up an Elden Ring stream and you can kind of see that I'm just getting hit off cliffs and giant monsters are just squashing me, that kind of stuff. But I feel like Baldur's Gate, you have to know a little bit more about what's going on in the story, right? I've never played it, but I would assume that's the case. Peppermint, welcome in. Heidi ho. Have you heard of... No. I'm not even sure how to say that. Is that a game? Let me know. I'm going to swap for Stoutland, I guess. Whiskash isn't like great, but it's better than Stoutland. Coleman crafting. Yes, little crafting. Does anyone have a Latios ready? Does anybody have a Latios DA for Beefy? Anybody want to help a homie out? We're going to go left for the snake. I really, really don't want this snake. But, you know, gotta take what we can get at this point. Not after the thickness mark incident. What? The what incident? I guess I'm just gonna leftovers. Crafting as in Minecraft. All the Minecraft people, man. I guess it would work for the individual streams, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It would be calm, I guess. Been modding Halo like crazy. Which Halo? Is there a big like Halo modding community these days? They sort by thickness. What? What are you talking about? They sort Pokemon by thickness in the Pokedex? I don't love that. None of you should love that either, by the way. Skooma. Heidi ho, how you doing? These emojis are the best. GSS. I'm not really sure. GS is what I'm calling you. GS. I would agree. We have some very spicy emotes. Master Chief Collection. Yeah, that's like 4 games though, isn't it? Or 5 games? Which game? Or are you just doing all of them? Doing a bunch of stuff within the collection? The ending on his last chained together video had me in stitches. Hoomst. The new one. Like the Kai stuff with chained together or what? That game has obviously been going around. Riot Ninja. Make sure you say thanks to Pseudo Woodont if you're in here. It's Steam modding. I got you. I actually kind of recently replayed through all of the Halo stories with a buddy on Master Chief Collection, which was cool. Would actually love to see shorter games like Little Kitty Big City. I'm not sure what that game is, but that's the kind of stuff that I think would be cool to have like a one and done. Kind of, we had that Donut County stream for anybody who was around for that. The thing is like I know they're like much smaller subsets of people want to watch that stuff, which is fine. But yeah, just very different selection of folks. Donut County was fun though. It was a cool little game. Only issue I'm having is I'm still lagging. And everybody else is good though, right? I haven't had any frame drops at all tonight. Watched the Speed and Kai stream. It was laughing so much I was annoying Shicker. Yeah, it it looked like... I just saw a bunch of clips where they're like up in the room like pulling on the chair to mess the other guy up and stuff. They were going through it. Favorite Halo game? Probably 3. That was the one I played the most. 2 was cool because it had like kind of an interesting like metagame kind of thing. You could do like BXR stuff where you'd melee and then cancel it and shoot. And it had some like kind of interesting technical stuff. But 3 I had a lot of fun with. I played a lot of 3 back in the day. I actually won a Halo 3 tournament. Your boy's a bit of a gamer. I won a Halo 3 tournament back in the day. I guess I'm going to swap Whiskash here. Unless Diddy, if you want to grab it. I know it's a little late. Yeah, sorry. Talking about Halos. Good. Diddy got it. Been watching his Sons of the Forest solo playthrough. I've never even heard of Sons of the Forest. Seeing DAs makes me want to make a DA comeback. Do it. Get in on some DAs. It was a lot, but still very under odds. What were you going for? What did I miss? I feel like I missed part of part of this comment here. Something is definitely missing without the other distracted boys. I don't know what any of this is, but look at my little Reshiram here. Said, don't talk to me or my son ever again. Okay, good. I was hoping that it would have something super effective on itself. It does have a dragon move. Calm was a game. What was a game? No, a gamer. I was a gamer. I'm not a gamer anymore, though. How many soft resets for Suicune and Celebi in Crystal? Just got Suicune at 4283. I have done 0 resets for Suicune and Crystal so far. I do want to do that at some point, but Celebi was like my main thing I was looking for over there. I already have Suicune from DAs, but I think it would be really cool to get a Suicune from Crystal and transfer it up. Like its original game, the game that is for it, you know? I think it'd be neat to have. But 0 on that. The Celebi was like 4,200, like basically what you got. I can't remember the exact number. I posted it on Twitter, but I can't remember. It was 4,000 something. But I've been having some good luck on the soft reset hunts. I mean, the Mew, I guess, technically isn't a soft reset. It was Runaways, but still. It was like 5,400 for Mew. Talking about YouTubers in another YouTuber stream. Welcome back. There it is. Shiny Litleo female, though. I've lived that life quite a few times. Muddy water for the accuracy drop. I'm doing it. There it is. No more accuracy for you. We have a healer too, which is kind of cool. I need a Reshiram GS. You can get in on one of these. I'm definitely going to be running more of these as long as I don't get it right now. Could it happen? Potentially. Yeah. The Mew and Celebi, I was prepared to go over odds on both of those. I was really hoping I wouldn't, though, because the soft resets for the Celebi kind of took forever for some reason. Like, it's an older game, and you would think that it would load up really fast and stuff, but you kind of have to watch Celebi go like... And then the encounter starts every time. And then all of the, like, you know, restarting the game and stuff, too. It ended up kind of taking a while. And I know it was only 4,500 or whatever it was, but, like, it still took a while to get to that 4,000-ish. Calm got like 40 of those before the male one. Yeah, I lived a bit of a nightmare trying to get the male Pyroar. It was bad times. Currently shiny hunting Armaldo. Hopefully I get it soon so I can jump in. Are you Masuda hunting it, or what are you doing? Trying to decide if a Thursday Beveragino. Good old Beveragino. Make it happen. It's a special Thursday. Calm's back. I give you the pass. Go get yourself a Beveragino. I caught COVID last week. Oh, God. Was looking forward to the stream since I didn't have work. You left me hanging. Well, if it makes you feel better, I had 0 fun during the last 2 weeks anyway, so we were both living the nightmare. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Hopefully you're feeling better, and hopefully you caught up on some VODs. There's a good backlog anyways. Premier Ball, boom. Guys, this is DA 1 and 2 since our last shiny. It worked last time, on Shickenham. 2 in a row, back to back. If it happens twice in a row, I'll have to believe it. Yes, Masuda, I got you. So you got pretty good odds. That's what they call them in Australia, unironically. I don't believe you. I don't think that's true. DA 1 and 2, big money. No Comfey. No Whiscash. No Sandaconda. It's alright. It's fine. This is fine. He just jinxed it. I didn't jinx anything. With how crazy powerful these magic words are, it's supposed to work every time. I'm just saying. I'm just going with what you guys have told me. Dog ran in here and starts squeaking the toy. We'll go for a cheese house. How about that? Nice cheese house. Was hoping to get Celebi under odds, but I'm at 10,000 right now. Very slow to go across the screen.
Celebrates 22 months of membership. We
Raise,
back,
I appreciate
baby.
you. We are back, baby. We're looking for a cheese house. Guys, if you were on the last one, please don't join back to back, but everybody else, if you would like a shiny Stack-a-Tacka, now's your time. The code 8888-5500 for Stack-a-Tacka. But yeah, the resets for Celebi are deceptively slow. And I was on 4 3DSs at once. Are you just doing single resets, Forbes? Because, man, single just seems like it would be a nightmare with that. It's not like ho ho ho. Don't do this to me. How DA shiny hunts work? I'm new to that method aside from everything else. DA shinies, whenever you catch a Pokemon in Dynamax Adventures, they have a 1 in 300 chance to be shiny and 1 in 100 if you have the charm. So that's for every Pokemon. So that's why I catch all 4 every single time, because they each have a 1 in 100 chance to be shiny. So at the end of everything, it's basically like a 1 in 25 chance to get some kind of shiny. That's why the fact that I was at 82 DAs, it was 87 when I finally got the shiny. I was very over odds. I saw a lot of Pokemon because I was counting how many DAs we've done, which is that number times 4. That's how many Pokemon we had seen. Guys, if you'd like to get in on Stack-a-Tacka, the code 8888-5500. We need one more. If you were on the last one, feel free to join. I don't care. We need a 4th. Sorry I'm late. Was out to dinner with the fam. Raise, do not stress it. And don't be texting and driving. You just get home safe. I'll be here. Why won't it work? It won't work. Sometimes after a bunch of people are entering the code at the same time, yeah, sometimes it's an issue with that. All right, guys, ground and fighting are quad super on this thing, and then water, I think. I think it's just those 3. We're looking for ground and fighting specifically, especially special attacks. Hassan, you'd love to see it. Look at that smiling face. I've been drawing, McChespin. Enjoy. Enjoy your art. I don't know. I have a lot of like creative impulses, and then I go, I'm going to make something. I'm going to draw something. I'm going to make a game. I'm going to do this. And I get going on it, and then I'm almost positive I have ADHD. I just cannot lock in and just like commit to something for long periods of time. And I just have a lot of things where like I'm watching a tutorial on something and I'm just like falling asleep, man. I cannot focus on it. It's a me problem for sure. There's a Passimian up there, which is quad super. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go towards it. Need to get myself checked for that. Honestly, I'm almost positive I have some level of it, but I just don't know. I actually watched a Jaden Animations video today. I watched a couple of them, but like I watched specifically, she had one about how she got like diagnosed with ADHD, and her kind of thought process sounded very similar to kind of how I've been thinking about it. And it kind of made me think like, maybe I need to check it out. She's just like, I didn't used to be like this. Like, I know what it's like to be locked in. I know what I have to do, which makes it feel like I'm just like I just have to do this. Like, it's just, I gotta change it up. This is on me. But after kind of hearing her talk about it, it made me think about it a little more. It was like very relatable. A lot of the things she was saying, you know? Nobody remembers me, then I'd be sad, but I used to be woot. Ghostish. Oh, Killer. Your name was Killer. I do remember the name, but now you're Ghost-ish. The artist formerly known as Killer. Watch that vid too. Pretty sure I also have it. Yeah, it just sounds like, you know, what she was kind of talking about was the idea that most people have in their head is the, like, I think the way she phrased it was the really hyper kids that are just way too much, which obviously is like the default kind of thought process when you think of that. But there's other kind of flavors. And that kind of, like, I was just thinking about that a little more, you know? Pelipper 420 IQ wide guard there. What did it block with wide guard? Was it a rock slide maybe? Is it a genius? Let's Play hosting a Ray in chat. Guys, if you aren't in this DA, I haven't said this tonight, feel free to post your own codes in the chat. If you're looking for some homies to do Dynamax Adventures with, we got a bunch of people here that are down to do some DAs. So throw a code in the chat. The only thing I ask is if you have a bunch of like team communication you need to do, just keep that in the Discord, but feel free to post up the codes. Find some peeps. And we haven't plugged the Discord tonight. Exclamation Discord in the chat. If you're not in there yet, we have people running DAs all the time, even when I'm not streaming. During this 2-week break that I had, that wasn't really much of a break, we had people just demolishing DAs. And if you're trying to get your shiny charm, we have people who will help out with trades. It's a cool vibe. Same vibe as the chat here, but even when Mr. Collecting is not around. So, it's good stuff. It's a fun time in the Discord. I would agree. But yeah, we got a cool bunch. I feel like I have ADD, but who knows until I actually get it tested. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was kind of looking at some of the online, like, things you can do to, like, talk to somebody about and, like, get the diagnosis and everything. Because it's kind of, like, the whole process is kind of a pain in the butt, honestly. You have to, like a psychologist that you talk with for a while, and you go back a bunch of times. They basically give you this report. They tell you what you have or don't have, and then you kind of figure out the game plan after that. But it, like, you know, you're paying every time you go by the hour, right? So it's just, it's a lot. There's hyperactive ADHD and then inattentive ADHD, and there's the combo. I learned that from Jaden's video. The combo. I feel like inattentive is definitely where I'm at, though. Just as far as the flavors go. I definitely just have trouble locking in when I am not 100% like hyper fixated on the thing that I need to do. And your boy can definitely hyper fixate with the best of them. But when it's something that I am not 100% fully interested in, there's no chance, bro. No chance. Getting a diagnosis is extensive, yes. Yeah, that. There's not much online that's reliable, my friend. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. I literally was just looking into this today, honestly. I have ADHD. Usually affects me in the morning when I think a lot and makes me pace back and forth. That's why I play Pokemon. Hey, I mean, if it works, it works, right? Galactic Wanderer, we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Totally recommend going for the diagnosis when I was not formally. That too. Might make me a little more okay at reading chat, perhaps. Maybe not. I cried because it felt so validating. For years, it felt like I was going crazy. I get that. And I feel like the way that Jaden kind of talked about it also made me feel a little better about it too, because, like, it worried me. Like, if I was gonna get on something to deal with that, you know, like get medicated on it, it worried me that I'd just be like this, your boy's already a little calm and collecting in the stream. I didn't want to be the sloth guy from Zootopia, the DMV employees, you know? Hi guys, welcome to Pokemon night. Is that how the sloth talks? I'm not really sure. But you know what I mean. Like, just, I become this, like, just, I don't know. I felt like it would kind of, like, flatten me out to be this monotone, just droopy dog kind of fella. Was diagnosed at a young age with ADD and selective... What? What is that? I don't even know what that other thing is. Panny, you're heading out. We'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. Sir Sheeker with a gifty. Lansy, make sure you say thanks. Got options this weekend. My Kickstarter code for Bow Path of the Teal Lotus came in today. I can also contribute to the story progression in my Brilliant Diamond Shiny Badge Quest. I don't know what the Teal Lotus is. I don't know what that game is. But, you know, you gotta do you. The Shiny Badge Quest, it's a long-running thing. So, you know, it'll be there if you want to play some Teal Lotus. It's a rare anxiety disorder. Yeah, I see, that's the other thing, is I'm a little concerned about what else they're going to throw at me when I go over there. You know? I was a kid in school like that, took Ritalin, and he'd full-on drool out of the corners of his mouth. Dude, see, don't say that, because that's freaking me out. Yeah, I don't know. She was talking about like a basically you take it as needed, kind of like Adderall thing that seemed kind of interesting, but I don't know. That's where I kind of start getting a little more concerned, but also just knowing I think would be good. I'm not sure. I haven't made my decision on any of this yet. Pseudo Wudo gifted another gifty. I appreciate you, buddy. Trying to help out Panna, one of the homies. I guess I'm just gonna... I'll do a couple of Aura Spheres. Why not? Since it only gifts to people who aren't here. Yeah. You know, we should try the ban thing, because last time I think we banned somebody and then unbanned them, and immediately they got a gifty. We need to try that next time that Panna's here. Got very lucky when my 4th grade teacher noticed ADHD symptoms and I was able to get diagnosed, especially since it was the late 90s. Yeah, that, I mean, there was also just, I feel like a lot of the mental health stuff, it wasn't until fairly recently that it kind of started getting a little more like actual attention, right? Like the people were really thinking about it as a real thing. I think especially back then, people were just like, just sit down, do your homework, whatever, you know? But yeah, in school, I feel like same kind of deal. I would just sit there and I'd just be like, bro, I'm thinking about Nintendo DS release. I saw the Nintendo DS. I would just be sitting there thinking, I would be drawing RuneScape characters. Mods, give Panna the 1-second ban to test this. So we can try it if somebody wants. I can do it. Okay, Panna's already been banned. Z had it locked and loaded, ready to go. take medication for a few mental illnesses and used to feel uneasy or guilty. But my mom said to me, you wouldn't blame or be mad at a sick person for taking stomach medicine. Yeah. No, I mean, it's basically you have to just, whatever you got going on, as long as it's officially diagnosed, like that's what all that stuff is there for, right? Z, trying to do the ban and get the gifty. Didn't work. Z tried to basically throw it up in the air and then take the shot. Got Woken. Woken, if you're in here, make sure you say thanks. That's too bad. The future is now thanks to science. Exactly. Exactly. Might have to wait the full 60 seconds. Is she still banned? Did you ban her for 60? I didn't see what the time was on it. Oh, man. Yeah, no, for sure. The other thing is, we've talked about sometimes, like, moving to Japan as just, like, a potential end game. And a lot of the mental health stuff is not a thing over there. I'm gonna catch it. I really don't want this. I don't see any Pana in that list, unfortunately. Has it been the full 60 seconds? Is anyone else fascinated with space? I am. I also want nothing to do with it, though. I don't want to go up there. I think it's pretty cool, though. But I don't want to be up there. I can let it be out and about. Somebody should grab this. I think, King, maybe this is you. This is all you, King. Space is so cool. It is indeed. One of my biggest... Okay. Why did we go to this Passimian? Just to suffer? Okay. YouTube should add specific person gifting already. Yeah, but Pseudo Woo don't see. They see that the community goes bananas trying to get Pana. They're like, we're not going to let them just give it straight to Pana. We're going to make them gift 50 gifties trying to get Pana. They know what they're doing. It's just them being a little evil. Used to have night terrors about space growing up. Yeah, I want nothing to do with being out there. One of the, like, sketchiest games I ever played that really freaked me out is, Outer Wilds. If y'all know, you know. That game is a nightmare. For me. It's cool, but it's a nightmare. It has a lot of cool, like, quantum mechanics. Things like that. But, you're flying around in space, and dude, when you get lost or like you start flying into like these wormholes and like you can fly into the sun on accident, oh my god, it just stresses me out. There's this game Subnautica that's kind of like that, but you're building a base underwater. I cannot think of something I want, like ocean and space. Both of those things, I don't want to be anywhere near them. Neither of them. Give you my shiny luck for this stack attacka. It will be shiny. Lucky. I want to believe. I'd take it. I'd take a cheese house. Sounds nauseating. It was something. I will say, I really do recommend Outer Wilds, though, if you've never played it. It's a pretty cool little game. And it's very, like, very interesting because you're learning about these aliens. And they have their own weird language and stuff, but you're kind of learning about them without them actually being there. So you're kind of doing some like Indiana Jones archaeology kind of stuff, but you're flying around in space. It's pretty cool. Stack Attacka is getting folded like a lawn chair. Exactly. Got them weak knees. Can't take this. He's just got a few bricks holding up that entire house. That is not structurally sound. You're gonna lag from the chandelier. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's the we need something. That's how many packets you're dropping. I'll check some bids. Yeah, Outer Wilds is cool. It's a pretty short game, so. Bros Hollow. Yeah, but still, doesn't matter. I'm trying to think. I was thinking about that. Hold on, let me catch this thing. I think I'm gonna quick ball this because it is kind of blue and yellow. It's got the blue eyes. Quick ball. Going for the cheese house. On shaking them, I don't know. I'm not sure. It didn't work last time. We're gonna try this one the good old-fashioned way. This is DA 3 and 4. 3 and 4 since our last shiny. The only thing I didn't think about this until right now. We really do not want Passimian. Like, really, really want to avoid it. I also don't need Glalie. I already have this thing.
Oh, chicken ya.
Is he not going to throw out the yeehaw? He just went, ugh, and then he died. The L underscore really freaked it out. He didn't even get the yeehaw. All right. Guys, DA 3 and 4 since our last shiny. No Pelipper. No Glalie. Please no Passimian. Please no Passimian. Good. Cheese House.
Cheese House?
Get me out of here. Yeah, that's Cheese House. The cheese Pokemon. The AI couldn't handle it. Yeah, L underscore. It has different reactions depending on the voice that you attempt it with. With Kona, apparently, he goes, oh, and then he dies. Let's just give him one more chance. Maybe it works. We're gonna replay it
chicken
here.
ya.
Nope, that's it. He just straight up dies after the do you have any idea how many shinies I caught during Go Fest? I have no idea. Probably quite a few. You know what's... Okay, so I got a blacklight to... I think I should show you guys that too. I got a blacklight to check out a Gravity Falls book that I got. But I also found out that, like, you see how the light on, like, the home button for the... It, like, light... I don't know if it's lighting up because of the light, but it looks like the LED of the controller lights up almost, though. Like, it's really weird how this... I'm like an ape. Fire. Light. But it looks like it's lighting up from the inside of the controller almost. Like when the light... I don't know, man. It's built to, like, show light, so it's probably just me being an ape. My wife says she's gonna go be an ape over somewhere. If you Bluetooth it to a computer, it does. What does? Oh, and I bought this... The reason I bought the blacklight was I bought The Book of Bill, which is a pretty neat little book from the Gravity Falls guy, Alex Hirsch. I pre-ordered this, and it finally showed up. I was, like, a little bummed because I bought an autographed copy, and I was like, man, there's no autograph in here. But the pages stuck together. It is autographed. which is neat. This is a very interesting, all of the Gravity Falls books, if you're a fan of Gravity Falls, are pretty neat, just like to flip through. They have a lot of really cool stuff. Been looking for that dang book for 2 days. I'm not going to Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, I got this from Books A Million online, and I pre-ordered it because it was autographed.
It's 73.27 degrees. Really?
He really doesn't know how to handle the L underscores. It kind of messes up the whole super chat. Barnes & Noble has 16 extra pages in their copy, so I'm kind of bummed out that the autographed version was the one at Books A Million, because now there's 16 pages. I don't know what the heck. Like, I think the Barnes & Noble is the one to get if you're gonna get it now. But yeah. So is this your replacement, or you just didn't notice the autograph at first? The pages were stuck together because I think he autographed it and closed it immediately. So the pages were like, because of the Sharpie, kind of stuck together, I think. I've watched some episodes. Gravity Falls is one of my favorite animated shows of all time. Highly, highly recommend it to all of you homies if you haven't watched it yet. It's a good time. Big recommend from your boy. Yeehaw is broken. I think it's the L underscore. But, you know. Guys, we're going to go for Blacephalon. Literature. Yeah. Literature. Something like that. Guys, we're going to go for a Blacephalon. The code 8888-5566. Anybody's welcome. Get in here. Let's make this happen. Got shiny Ultra Beast for days. Also got a sick Crabroller and Corsola and Ducklet and Golet and many, many more. So many shinies. Wonderful times. Yeah, I saw a lot of people getting Necrozmas. Like a whole bunch of them. I still need shiny Necrozma. Still need Solgaleo. Your boy's been... He's been trying.
Best attempt at a you.
Maybe it is yeehaw. He said last attempt at a year. We'll give that one more play.
Best attempt at a you.
I don't know, dude. I'm not really sure what's going on there. We're gonna go left. He said El Jaun. Yeah, Kona just seems to be kind of interesting. He's got something kind of going on. Been drinking a little moonshine. Don't remember if you were streaming when I got that shiny Mimikyu and a Alolan Raichu, but I'm gonna get all the Tatsugiri shiny tomorrow. Are you just going for the, just like any of them shiny, or are you going for like extra large or extra small or anything like that? Yeah, I don't know. The Tatsugiri I got in one sandwich, all of the different forms, which was pretty cool. It was back in the day. Any of the base game, like the base game Scarlet and Violet ones, I basically have everything. There's not really many that I'm missing at this point. All of them should be easy enough. The outbreak starting today. Shiny odds are nuts. Yeah, I when Colin traded me the couple Scarlet exclusive Paradox Pokemon, I went and immediately walked into one of those Raichu outbreaks, and it was just in the first batch. I didn't even KO anything. It was just there. So the boosted odds shiny things are cool. They were really neat for the like Milcery ones, because they have all the different forms. And then what else? There was another like thing that had a bunch of forms during that Milcery event. I can't remember what it was though. Do you guys remember? But yeah, for Milcery, it was really cool because it just had so many forms, even though the odds were like really, really crazy good. It was like you needed so many of them. Oh, Flabebe, that's right. Yeah, the Flabebe ones too, which was really nice to have all of those. I don't know if I finished the Flabebe lines. I think I meant to, and I don't know if I actually did. I remember the Sword and Shield event where I got all of the forms. I still need to do this. I still need to get all of the Vivian forms, but I don't play Pokemon Go, so I don't really have all of the postcards to send over and get all of them, but it's something that I need to do at some point. And maybe in ZA we get an option for it. Maybe, since it's in Kalos, right? Did you see I got the shiny redacted? Jess. I don't know what you're talking about. Big surprise, right? I'm going to swap Manectric here because it's dying. Does Aqua Teen Hunger Force mean at the hot fondue? Guys, what's going on tonight? What's happening here? ATHF is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Not at the hot fondue. What was that just 4 words you thought of that just happened to start with those letters? Is that what you were going for there? How many colored flowers are there? And you need 3 of each for full shiny living dex. Yeah, there's 5 colors. It's yellow, orange, red, blue, white. Right? I think it's 5. Wi-Fi just having a giggle. Wi-Fi's having a giggle. Are end of day discount donuts worth it, chat? No, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, Pseudo-Wudo. Let me just stop you right there. No. Power is too great for the Wi-Fi to be able to handle. Exactly. Z, you just need to dial it back just a little bit. Love at the hot fondue. I think that could be, because they actually changed the name of the show a couple times, right? To be different things that match the acronym. I forget, that was like the later on seasons, which I didn't really care for as much, but they changed it. It was like Aqua Unit Patrol Squad, which doesn't match those letters at all. It was similar words, synonyms, not the same acronym. Any home movies fans here in the chat? You know, I never really got into that show. And it's kind of weird because I really liked Adult Swim around that time, and I really liked Bob's Burgers and that guy, you know, Archer and Bob's Burgers and all that. I'm a big fan of that dude. But home movies never really got me. I don't know why. Aqua Teen also took a while for me to get into it, so... the cartoon show that was originally Squiggle Vision, I mean. It's called Squiggle Vision? What? Is that a thing? I'm feeling unright. What's going on, Jess? You good? Started rewatching Clone Wars, and now you're kind of making me want to watch some Aqua Teen. I just don't know where you can even watch it. Because I would like to watch it too. I don't know of any place that actually streams it, which is the problem. Squiggle Vision is that animation style. Oh. Just the kind of stanky art. Got all the postcards from finding people on Leak Duck. Just like something to friend with Barbarical? I think we go right. Let's go Barbarical. Just like a Pogo friend site or whatever, I guess. That's not bad. I'll have to do it at some point. It's just like everything else, right? I say I'm going to do it, but will I actually? Wow. The 1 HP dragon said, I'm locking it in. I ain't changing. Elijah, if you want to... Oh, all right. Everybody's locked in, apparently. just feel weird, can't explain it. Jess, I feel that. We're all there sometimes. Anyone else at the Hot Fondue? We agreed to be here at 3 p.m. You've been hanging out there for a while. I'm not sure what your time zone is, but it is very much after 3 p.m. for your boy. That's a strange time to meet at the fondue place. Not quite lunch, not quite dinner. What are you doing out there? What's going on over there? I think I'm just going to do a bunch of close combat. People post their friend codes and what Vivian they have around them, so I added them for 1 trade of gifts, then immediately unfriended. Oh, that guy, huh? So you get the postcard, and you don't have to have him on your friends list anymore. You just get the postcard and run. Yeah. Eating chocolate steak. Interesting. Very interesting. I would not personally be eating that, but to each their own. You having chocolate steak at the fondue place? Is that... Oh, you're dipping steak in chocolate, is what you're trying to say here. To answer your question as to how I could watch all of this calm, yes. Yeah, no, I used to have all of the like DVD box sets for that show for a long time. I don't know what happened to all of them. And not that I even have like a setup to even watch a DVD anymore. It's crazy, but like I think what I want to do, this is something that I really, really want to get set up at some point. I want to set up my media server. Again, I used to have one for a while here in the house, and it was just like, if a show wasn't on any streaming things and whatever else, I would have my DVD or my Blu-ray or other methods. And, you know, it's nice to just have all your own stuff and not have to worry about it ever going away. And I'd like to get that going again. It's been a long time. The hard drive situation broke on my last one. But I need to lock in. I need to make it happen. Sebastian, welcome in. Also, Z, what are you doing looking at my P.O. box there? Why are you, summoning that? Don't think I didn't see that. Chrono, welcome in. Hop on Fossil Fighters. Yeah, all right. I'm about to log in. Just give me 1 minute. I miss old Netflix, you know, when they cared. Did they ever? Netflix used to be mailing DVDs and stuff. The old days. What about the video game one, too? Gamefly. That was like the video games Netflix. I wonder if they're still around. Does anybody know if Gamefly is still a thing? I liked Netflix 3DS. They had it on the Wii, too. Yeah, they had it kind of all over the place for a hot minute. Remember, $8 a month. Yeah. I don't remember that. Couldn't be real. Sav or Elijah, one of you guys should grab this for sure. Gamefly. I never used it, but it seemed interesting. It was like an interesting deal back then, and then the internet kind of. Guys, we're going against Blacephalon. We know this, right? What's going on? What's going on with these teammates here? I'm not sure what the bug is going to do against this thing, although we're still fine. This thing dies in like one turn no matter what. Gamefly's website is still up and running. Must still be mailing out some games. We won't buy Netflix. We don't need it. We have all these DVDs. Man, I really would like to have a physical media collection again. I think it would be neat. It'd be nice to get back to that. Have everything and not have to worry about any of that. I've been thinking about it more and more with prices going up on all the like streaming services and everything. It's crazy. I'm paying like $30 almost for Netflix now. It's like, man, And I don't just have one streaming service. I have Netflix, I have Hulu. I usually have like a rotating one like Crunchyroll or like something that's like more niche. Just it adds up, man. It's rough. It's definitely a chunk. We got some gamers in the chat. Yeah, we have a couple gamers. My father-in-law pays for like every streaming service. I mean, some people say that like, oh, it's basically just cable then. And here's the thing. Cable is like $100 still. And you still have ads no matter what. You have commercials. So like it isn't cable still. Even if you're paying the same amount as what a cable plan would be, you're still like held to the commercials, which to me is something I will not deal with. Like I'm not gonna pay $100+ for cable and still have to watch commercials. That is a timeline I am done with. I'm done watching ads. But yeah, I'm not like super down. And that's what I'm saying. I could build a good like NAS setup in the house, a good like media server to host up Plex and just have a whole bunch of stuff. That's I know how to do this. I just need to do it. Which we were talking about ADHD a while ago. That's the issue. One of the issues. I know returns were a thing people struggled with because, of course, they did, but I missed the local rental place. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. Every weekend, you'd go grab a movie, grab a game, something like that, and it was like an event. You get some popcorn, get some snackies. I miss those days. Guys, this is DA 5 and 6 since our last shiny. No Tauros, no Vanillish, no Barbarical Blacephalon. Get me out of here. Don't forget about Crunchyroll. Yeah, a little anime. Never hurt anybody. Unless you're watching all of One Piece, then it might have hurt you. Might be one of the few times. We're going for another Raikou. Making it happen. Did I tell you guys about the time I rented that TMNT fighting game from Blockbuster?
Vlad Shorts celebrates 14 months of membership. Clam, you are back. Please keep taking care of Julissa, crying face.
Vlad, I will do that. I appreciate the 14 months as a calm contributor. So you stole a TMNT fighting game is what I'm hearing, Age. You were that guy. I wish I would have grabbed a copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day or Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut, because those were Blockbuster exclusives and they are very expensive games now. Guys, we're going to go for a Raikou again. The code 8888-5522. Did I tell you I got Schick into Full Metal Alchemist? My wife has wanted to watch that. I've never watched it. Never watched through it. Still in the middle, Hassani hooked me up with his Crunchyroll. Very nice. I haven't had a Crunchyroll sub for a few months now. I usually go on like anime binges. So I'll go through Crunchyroll, I'll watch like a bunch of stuff that I want to watch, and then I'll cancel. And then I'll go back after a little while. That's usually how it goes for me. So I'm on my off season for anime right now, but I'll be back. I'm the victim. Oh, somebody did it. Man, that sucks because like it's hard if they find out and you were the last one, you almost have to call it in immediately or something. Because, they're like, oh yeah, sure, you happened to find it that way? Sure you did. My neighbor borrowed my copy of White 2 when I was little. Wonder when I'll get it back. My brother, when we were kids, lived in this apartment place, and it was kind of sketchy and stanky. We didn't realize at the time, but it definitely was. And we had these kids that were quote-unquote friends there. They were punks, dude. We're going to go Oh god, I don't know. There's nothing here that I need. I'm gonna go for Sigilif, just because I like that. They were punks. They weren't really our friends. They were just jerks, whatever. But they were like the only kids in the area, so we hung out with them. And my brother one day loaned them our Mario Kart 64, and as I saw it, like I came home as he had the kid in the house, and he was like handing him the cartridge, and I like saw it in slow-mo. And I was like, this is the last time I'm going to see Mario Kart 64. I know this kid isn't going to give it back. Took it, never gave it back. And I remember one day we told our mom that like, hey, we loaned this kid Mario Kart and he hasn't given it back. And she goes over to talk to his mom to like get it back. And the kid says, I don't have it. He never loaned me that. Of course, because he's a demon. And, yeah. Then we almost had some weird trailer park scuffle in the apartment complex. It got into one of those things where the kid's mom was like, she was also a demon, which, would you know it? The parents were demons. The kids turned out to be demons. It was strange how that works. But anyways, they kept our Mario Kart 64, and then we didn't hang out with them anymore. Kids are just jerks. Yeah, the parents were jerks too, though. That's the bummer of it all. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, unfortunately. The kids, they were just set up to be that way. They said, I learned it from you. Kids stole my 2DS when I was younger. When I was a kid, I, for some reason, took my Game Boy Advance. I had this Platinum GBA. I took it with me to Chuck E. Cheese, and I knew it was a bad idea. Like, I had no reason to take it to Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I knew I was going to be playing games and running around there. But I took it with me anyways, and I remember just being an idiot. And I went to go get in they had the climbing around tubes at Chuck E. Cheese at the time. I don't think they have those anymore. But they had the big plastic tubes, hamster tubes you would run around in. And I set my GBA down on the table, went into the tubes, came back, and it was obviously gone. And I just remember like going and looking, and I'm like, my GBA's gone. And I told the person I was with, because I was at like a birthday party or something, and they're just like, oh, and they told Chuck E. Cheese people. And that was basically that. I knew I wasn't getting it back. Like, nobody was going to fess up. Nobody was going to send it to Lost and Found. And I was just like, well, there goes my GBA and my first copy of Pokemon Sapphire. Sad, sad times for you, boy. But we all learn. Rays, by the way, I've seen those gifties this time. I appreciate you. I know I've been yapping. But I appreciate you. And guys, make sure that you have opted in for gifties. Exclamation gift in the chat. Worst was when my copy of Gold, my Game Boy Color, and all my cards were stolen. Oh god, at the Pokemon League? At like the hold on. I think I'm gonna go Sneasel. At like the Toys R Us thing? Man, that's crazy, because I feel like there were a lot less people during those. Yeah, that's but we were kids. We didn't expect people to be jerks, right? It's just too bad. Ghostish, you're heading out. We'll see you around, buddy. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you on the next one. We miss your yapping. You'll regret that soon enough. Card shop at the mall after they moved from Toys R Us. Oh, I never did Pokemon League. Well, I guess I did. I guess all of the trading card, like Pokemon League things. I was thinking more of the like Toys R Us specific ones though. Like the first generation of it. Man, that was a good time. Very good time. Z is in pain. We all took it as Diplin, Ghostish. I understood. Wait. I'm a Diplin. Yeah, you're heading out, right? What are you talking about? Have you done a shiny hunt on Fire Red? I have done one shiny hunt in Fire Red Leaf Green so far for Deoxys. And I have one shiny Deoxys that I got in Leaf Green. I want to get the other forms though, so I am going to go back to Fire Red Leaf Green at some point. I also would kind of like to do like the starter hunts. I'd kind of like to get those in those games and transfer them up. Man, I miss Toys R Us. They still have them in Japan, which is kind of cool. They moved the league from Toys R Us to a place called Comic Zone in the mall. Yeah, so back when I was a kid, I used to go to a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! like card tournaments that were at random shops. And I feel like for some reason, the card shop tournaments, especially Yu-Gi-Oh! Attracted like the kind of ratchet... I'm bringing back an old phrase. But like the rougher crowd almost. I don't know what the deal was with Yu-Gi-Oh! And the card shop deal, but I remember kind of getting like shaken down for cards almost at these things, where like these like a lot of older kids would show up, like high schoolers and like college man children a little bit. Like at the time when I was just a kid, you know, I looked up and I was like, this guy's an old man. What is he doing here? And they had money, so they would buy all the good cards and just stomp all of us kids at this card shop. And I remember these older guys like kind of shaking us down almost. I remember we walked out of the card shop to go and get some lunch. There was like a Domino's next door to the card shop. And we were sitting eating like some cheesy bread. And these guys go, hey, one of you stole our cards. We know you did. And we're like, no, we didn't. Like, what are you talking about? These like older guys. And they go, let us see your stuff. And they just like rifle through all of our cards and then just go, all right, it isn't here. And they just like dump them down on us after going through all of our stuff. And we're just like sitting there like, what the heck is going on? And it's kind of what like kind of made me move away a little bit from some of the card stuff for a little while. It got a little weird, like mid-era. It wasn't the Kaibas. They weren't rich. They yeah, I don't know. People would come to tournaments stinking it up. Oh yeah, that definitely was a thing too. And the AC and like the ventilation in those shops, they weren't enough for some of the stonk. Smash tournaments were the same way. I used to play a lot of competitive Smash. They used to get greasy, sweaty, stanky. Those were 3 adjectives I would use to describe Smash tournaments. Sounds like pinball nights. Pinball nights. Is the pinball crew they a rough group as well? It's like, give me all your quarters. Got a rare 3DS for $200 and it had mods pre-installed. Did I get scammed? I mean, that sounds like a pretty good deal. 3DSs are, like, pretty expensive right now. As far as, like, mods go, you're talking like it's just has custom firmware and stuff, right? Because that's good. It's not a bad deal. Yeah, we're doing Raikou. Always wanted to go to an anime Comic-Con-like thing, but not happening due to the stench experience. I gotta be honest, it's usually those conventions are in a much more open area, so I wouldn't be as worried about stonk. I'm not saying it won't be there, but it would be less of an issue than a much more closer together type deal like you were talking about. From the game store stuff. Usually those are at like a convention center and stuff. Got to homebrew my 3DS. Yeah, I mean, it's nice just to have the tools. You don't even have to install anything. You just, well, you can install Checkpoint and stuff, and that just makes it so you can back up all your game or all your like saves and everything else. Have them in the cloud. It's nice. The algorithms are working. I'm new here and had you as a suggested channel. Very nice. Well, glad to have you. Glad you dig the vibes. Oh, man. And if you feel like joining in on any Dynamax Adventures, you are welcome. If you want to hang out, that's fine too. But people in chat are popping in if you want to try to get some shiny legendaries. Just found your channel, watched your video of checking the Japanese cartridges. Very nice. I'm glad you enjoyed the edits and all the shenanigans in those. They have really been popping off on the algorithm recently. So it's cool to see some new people popping into streams and just people finding the regular videos, because normally most people know Coleman Collecting from the streams. And it's cool that we have some regular videos popping off. Pseudo Wudon sending a gifty over to Skydad. Guys, if you are looking for a spicy gifty, a gifted membership, and all of the special emotes that you get from that, make sure you're opted in. Exclamation gift in the chat. Pseudo Wudon, I appreciate you as usual. Could get a new Ultra Sun because the SD card I had it on got ruined or lost or something, so I can't re-download it. Honestly, the nice thing about the 3DS games is they're really cheap. You can get Japanese versions if you want to. You can play those in English, but you know, if you had the special 3DS, there's other methods as well. Hi, randomly pop in, might fall asleep to this. Zombie Duck, feel free. A lot of people, and I guess I'll shout you all out right now. I appreciate you lurkers hanging out. I know we got a lot of you. A lot of people fall asleep to the stream. I know it's pretty late for a lot of you. A lot of people do, they say housework. Homework is another one I hear a lot of. Yeah, I appreciate you guys just hanging out. Even if you're just lurking, I'll get all of you to chat at least once eventually, but I get it. A lot of times I'm just lurking in streams too. Calm. What? What's up? As much as I'm against actual piracy, it makes me mad how much money I spent on 3DS eShop once I discovered modding, especially since most of the games are now abandonware. Yeah, I mean, it's just... I would happily pay for all of these Pokemon games that I'm buying used and, like, buying through other methods if it was all just on, like, one new eShop where we can just have it all. I feel like Virtual Console stuff like that, there's not really much reason for them not to have it on modern consoles. We talk about this every stream, I feel like, but it is just such easy money for them, and they are losing out on so much money by not having that. Like, this is $200. This is $200. eShop. You could... they would be real demons if they charged full price for it, but they could charge $30. I really hope that they wouldn't, but they could. And it would still be a good deal compared to the $200 for a regular cartridge of Emerald, you know? Don't really understand why they closed the shop. Yeah, I don't know. It's super weird. This is the one for the Raikou, we'll see. Guys, this is DA 7 and 8 since our last shiny. Games nowadays are cheaper than they used to be. $50 back 20 years ago is more than 70 today due to inflation. Yeah, okay, but still, despite inflation, 200 is bananas. Play so many more fan games than official titles these days. Sorry, that sigilif looked weird. Love the 2D sprites. I have been a big fan of the 2D stuff recently as well. I just got a Mew in Emerald, and if you haven't seen any of my old school shiny hunts, I've been posting about them. I haven't really done any of them on stream recently, but I have a couple of Pokemon games. We do some old school stuff. We do some new school stuff. It's a big combo. All right. DA 7 and 8 since our last shiny. No Sigilif, no Sneasel, no Cherim. Get me out of here, bro. Get me out. Feel like I'm late to the party of games. I always get the Pokemon games like at least a year or two after they release. Honestly, now you just get to experience the whole picture with the DLC and everything. It's not necessarily a bad way to go about it. It is a little bit tougher because I feel like the hype is definitely with Scarlet and Violet specifically. A lot of people aren't even really playing it anymore, which is crazy because of how kind of quick it fell off. But yeah, we have a lot of people still playing Scarlet and Violet around these parts. Have a lot of homies playing the new Pokemon games. A lot of people playing the old stuff. Have a lot of people just playing Pokemon in general. Got a Rabombi. I did. It's our one shiny tonight. Calm, say cost is not an issue. What would be the easiest way to get a legit Japanese emerald with authentic old sea map? I'm not sure that you're going to be able to validate that the old sea map that's on the game is legitimate. The copies of Emerald from Japan, the cartridges, are very cheap. I got in-box copies of it for like $40 of Emerald in Japanese. And the like more recent copies of Emerald that I bought from Japan are like, I think around $30 US with the conversion and stuff. So the cartridges are not that big of a deal. You can inject the event, but anybody else could just inject the event and say that it was from whenever, you know, like it's really, there's no real way to validate that the old sea map is the real old sea map, you know, because it's just you talk to a lady and you get the key item. Listen to Rays, guys. Get your likes in. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. Just got Arceus for the first time and have been loving it. Legends. Yeah, Legends is awesome. I'm a big fan of Legends. Do you watch The Boys? I have not watched much of The Boys. I've watched the first couple episodes. I need to watch it, though, because I enjoyed it when I did. I guess we're going to do another Reshiram. Why not? Guys, we're running a Reshiram. If you were on the last one, give people a chance to join in. Everybody else, the code 8888-5566 for Reshiram. Get in here. Did you guys participate in Safari Week? I did. I had 5 shinies, 3 of which I caught. I had 2 Sunkerns and a Hoot Hoot that I caught. I failed an Apom and a Gloom, but I had 5 total things. I went so over odds on a bunch of my phases. I was at like 25,000 encounters for a couple phases, so it took a while. Dragon Ground Rock is what we're looking for here. We're getting a squad. Let my friend borrow my copy of Legends. Never got it back. Okay, that sucks. The nice thing, though, your save is on your Switch. And Legends is actually kind of cheap used. I think you can get it for like $25 now. So, get it used. Sending Z some extra Wi-Fis. Yeah. Send Z some extra Wi-Fis, guys. He needs it. All right. Wow, we're spoiled for choice here. I don't have a Lantern, so I would kind of like to go to Lantern. If we go Lantern, we'll go through Crawdaunt, Lantern, and then kind of whatever we want up at the top. Rays, I would be blessed with Pickles Cage's DNA. Vlad, please. Please. Don't make me read this. Can we just not? Which DLC part for Scarlet and Violet do you like more? I'd probably Indigo Disc. I mean, it just has more variety. It has a lot more kind of endgame stuff with the item printer and stuff too. But they both were not bad. I don't feel like either of them were like crazy good. Like the Sword and Shield DLC, Crown Tundra is insane. How much endgame it adds with the Dynamax Adventures and how many legendaries. This game has like 47 legendaries in it that you can shiny hunt. It's insane. And in Scarlet and Violet DLC, you can't shiny hunt any legendaries. So it was a little lackluster in that regard. I think that's why there wasn't really an endgame for that, is because they didn't have shiny hunting with legendaries and stuff. Really kind of hurt it for the long run. I'm on that Ohio gigabit. I'm not even in Ohio, yeah. It's gigabit every now and then it's dial-up occasionally too. Literally one state over from Ohio. I'm so glad I escaped the constant. You don't like the Ohioism, huh? You don't like hearing about it anymore? I feel like it's fallen off. It's really just in this chat that you still hear talk about Ohio. Sword and Shield will always be the superior game overall to me. Yeah, I think I also agree. I mean, it's just, there are things I like about Scarlet and Violet a lot, but I mean, we're playing this right now. So I guess that tells you kind of where I'm at. Please tell me, are you still... What? Do you still have Your Mama the Marsh Tomp? I do. I have every single save that was on these cartridges originally. I have them all backed up. I will not get rid of them. They're all staying in the vaults. But I do have Yo Mama. Yo Mama is sitting up in the cloud. Got a mesh router, and it has blessed my Wi-Fi. The blessed Wi-Fi. My router is right there. Right behind my monitor. Chat is making me want to get Sword and Shield more and more. Do it. Honestly, it is worth it. It is very much worth it. You can get a used copy of it for 20-25 bucks these days. And the DLC is 30. It's for both of them, but it is very worth it. You can play through the first... Hold on. Am I going to swap anything? Nah. New light gold, guys. I appreciate you liking the stream. Vlad, you got it. If you haven't liked yet, just think about it, guys. Help your boy out on the old algorithm. I'm going to go for Lantern because I still need that. Get the sword, doggo. Yeah, I mean, honestly, either is fine. You know, it's funny because Zacian used to be the way better Pokemon, and that's why everybody wanted Sword, because Zacian was like a meta Pokemon at the time. But I hear Zamazenta is kind of making a bit of a comeback in competitive, which is weird. Because that used to be like a hot garbage Pokemon. Nobody considered it to be good. And now it's there. Shield is the better choice. Shield, I think... I don't know if it would be the cheaper one these days. But that definitely would have been cheaper back then, I think. Always loved Zamazenta more. I mean, I like Zacian a lot more. It just... The Dark Souls fan in me is a fan of it because it looks like Sif. You know. But, yeah, I just wish I got the shinies of them. I didn't play Sword and Shield back in the day. I skipped this game initially. So I, didn't get to do any of the events. I don't have the shiny Galarian birds either. They were all, like, GameStop events. And I'm bumming, because I will never be able to get those again. They'll never release them. They've obviously locked, like, all legendaries at this point. And I'm really hoping at some point, like, I have a little hope, but I don't know. It's probably not going to happen. Shiny Lantern is named Floodlight. I like that. That's pretty good. Who knew getting body press would help Zamazenta become meta? Is that what it was? It got that move, and that's kind of what took it over the edge. Recently hit an 85 win streak in the Battle Tower in Soul Silver. So close to getting that last trainer star. Is it like 100 wins? I actually don't think I've ever done the trainer stars in the old games. I know you do not want to hear this, but you will 100% have the opportunity to catch all of those legendary shiny in Go. I mean, I went back for Meltan. If they have something, if they have some raid event, that might be the thing that makes me install it again. I've uninstalled it after I got the Meltan. If they do another thing... God, I hate them so much. I would go back. Pokemon Go, Niantic, if you're listening, this is what would get Mr. Collecting back on Pokemon Go for a little bit. For a time. Manaphy probably, because that is a nightmare shiny hunt. I would deal with it on Pogo. The Galarian birds and the Gen 8 legendaries. The horses, they're ugly, but bro, all of the Gen 8 legendaries basically. So, yeah, if you want me back, those are my terms. Make it happen. Pokemon Go is such a grind. Yeah, I just feel like it's a very low effort game, and I don't like supporting the low effort. Although they did update it. It kind of looked nice during the recent update thing. I know a lot of people were hating on it, but I do think it looks better. X-Cloud or Wigglytuff? I need both. I'm going to go X-Cloud. Okay, I guess I'm going Lampent. I would prefer X-Cloud, but we might be going Lampent. Okay. That was my fault. Learning Shiny Darkrai was a one-time event made me want to tear up. I did miss that as well, but I can hunt that in Platinum. Like, I can get the event for that, so that's not too bad. HC. Oh, the message got deleted. HC, buddy. How you doing? Found out about the update on a cruise to Bermuda. Catching there was really cool. Oh yeah, you got some, okay, that is a cool thing about Pokemon Go, is they have like does this thing have Levitate? I'm gonna bank on it not having Levitate. Yeah, they have the unique stuff based on where you're at. That is kind of neat. They have some cool ideas. It's just, you know. Are you Canadian? I am not Canadian. The faces on the trainers are dog... we'll say dog water. Yeah. They were always ugly. The trainers in Pokemon Go and the art never looked like Pokemon art to me. That was something I always said, was it never looked like a Pokemon game. It had Pokemon models that were obviously from the games, but like the trainers, everything else, just a totally different art style. It made no sense. And it was always gross looking. I told you, when I played Pokemon Go, for the time that I was actually kind of serious in it, the whole time the default Pokeball animation, the Pokeball half was like halfway through the hand on this side and halfway through on the other side, and it's just like, guys, this is the default pose. Like, you've seen this. you know that this is happening. Like, I just couldn't fathom the level of unpolishedness. That is a word. It's from Alabama. I am from Alabama. Can you transfer that Darkrai all the way up? Yeah. I transferred something from Crystal the other day. The Virtual Console Crystal. I transferred the Celebi up to home. It's not too bad. We don't need that. Are you skinny? No? Then you're a blob monster in Pokemon Go. Yeah, I've heard that the white thing, they take your, like, health info from from your phone and just turn you into a monster. Lance just subbed. I appreciate you, buddy. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat, but I do appreciate you, and I'm glad you dig the vibes. Are you doing Raikou next? I'm doing a Raikou right now. Oh, I'm doing a Reshiram right now. What Pokemon have I picked? I kind of was under the assumption I was going for Raikou. Yeah, Reshiram. I could do a Raikou after this. I'd be down. Definitely off and on with Pogo. Yeah, we have a bit of a off and on relationship, Pogo and I. Yeah, it's faster than transferring from a Gen 3 or 4 game because it's already on the 3DS. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I have to transfer it up. So I bought... Did I tell you this? Did I tell you guys I bought a English copy of Platinum recently? I guess we haven't talked for a little bit. I bought an English copy of Platinum. And I did that because my transfer path from the old Japanese games to Pokemon Home is kind of a weird one. And I wasn't sure that I could go from Japanese games to English Home. So whenever I catch a shiny in Japanese, like, GBA games, you can't trade between Japanese GBA games. So if I caught something in Japanese Emerald, I can't trade at all with English Emerald, even though I already have it. So what I have to do is I have to transfer it up to Japanese Platinum from the GBA game. And then from Japanese Platinum, I wasn't sure if I went to Japanese White 2, if I could go straight to Home or not. So I got an English copy of Platinum. So when I transferred up to Japanese Platinum, in the DS era, that's when you could start trading between languages. So I traded from Japanese Platinum to English Platinum, and then from English Platinum to English White 2. So that was the... I guess I didn't even have to do that, because I have Japanese White 2 that I could have went to, and then went over to English White 2. I'm an idiot. I buy a lot of Pokemon games. It's all for the collection. But anyways, transferred, like, to get up to Black or White 2, and then you can go from there to Bank, then from Bank to Home. And when you go from Bank to Home, you just get, like, a code. Need to try to hunt a timid or modest Raikou. Don't need a shiny, though. Honestly, with the mints and stuff these days, you don't even need to bother with the nature stuff anymore. It's so easy to change it once you get it. So if you get one in Scarlet and Violet or in Sword and Shield, just trade it over to Scarlet and Violet, get it over to those games, and then just give it a mint. Easy peasy. Haven't played Ghost since they did that weight thing. About to turn me into Guzzlord. Yeah, I know. I feel you on that. Did the English Platinum have a file on it? We need to see it. It only had like 2 badges. I do have a couple games I bought. I haven't bought enough stuff to make another game save video. But with how the last ones did, I've almost considered just getting another batch. But at this point, all of these games that I bought so far have been games that I needed for my setup. Like, I have 6 DS Lites, so I was getting 6 copies of every game so I could shiny hunt in all of them. Seems perfectly reasonable, right? But anything else that I buy now is just me kind of hoarding Pokemon games, which I'm not opposed to. You have no idea how long I spent trying to figure out if I needed my 3rd playthrough to be Scarlet or Violet. Oh, God. Yeah. Felt like such an idiot. It had to be Violet because that was like the game I had both physically and digitally. It gets confusing with all the saves being on the console under profiles and stuff. Alright. These aren't shiny, I'm pretty sure. DA 9 and 10 since our last shiny. No Crawdont. No Lantern. Again, I'm pretty sure that's not shiny. I feel like I would be able to tell, but I'm not sure. No Lampent. Reshiram. Collab Raid. A Collab Raid. Guys, we're about to check a Reshiram. I appreciate the raid. Oh! We had Snap Click Cat, and I didn't see who the other raider was on here, but guys, let me know. I appreciate the raid, guys. What was the collab? What were you guys doing? If you guys don't know me, I'm calm and collecting. I'm a calm guy. I do some shiny hunting. And we're just about to check and see if we got a shiny legendary during this Dynamax adventure. Let me know what y'all were doing. Snap Click Cat, I appreciate the raid. Guys, Snap Click Cat, we'll just say a little bit of a different vibe. She's usually popping off playing like a big mix of stuff. We popped in, I think we've rated her doing like some Fall Guys stuff, some kind of like little bit of like Mario-y every now and then. It's a very mixed bag with Snap Click Cat. So if you want some not as chill vibes, it's the place to go. Play Fall Guys. I'm telling, see? I'm telling you. Oh, and Lightning Farron. That was the other raid. I remember the name now. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Hopefully you had a good time. We should check for Shiny Reshiram now, shouldn't we? And Raze with the 10 gifties. I appreciate y'all. Guys, please make sure to say thanks to Raze. And here's the Shiny Reshiram. Couldn't be, right? Couldn't be. If you hate chill vibes, yeah, that. If you hate this stream, you'll love it over there. Did I save this path? Hold on. Yeah, no, it's just, you know, I can admit when the vibes are a little different. I'm not saying they're bad or wrong, just different. But I appreciate the raid nonetheless. I pop over into, I saw Frog Enough was in here too. Another homie of the channel. Why do gifties hate Pana? I don't know, dude. It'll be a pain transferring all my shinies from PLA to Scarlet and Violet with only free Pokemon Home. Yeah, you only get one box with free Pokemon Home, so... Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I messed up. I accidentally saved the path over Raikou on this one, so I have to restart. 1 second. I got a raid. I'm having issues. Did my first chill stream yesterday, though. I painted. Was quiet a lot. Little art stream. Very interesting. Do you do, like, a lot of art? Is that your dealio? I wish I was artistic. I have a lot of artistic thoughts that I can't actually put into a real form. I've done a little bit of stuff here and there, but your boy is definitely not in tune with his artistic side. Guys, if you want to get in on this Raikou DA, everybody's welcome. The code 8888-5522 for Raikou. Get in here. Can never catch streams. I always join as soon as they end. Nice to get into one for once. Yeah. Well, glad you could pop in. I know the time zone stuff is a little weird. Okay, hold on. I didn't connect to the internet. Hold on, guys. Your boy's having issues. I restarted my game. Hold on. Love just a silent art session. Yes. Silent art session. Do a lot of art, but it's a hobby, so I do it off stream for fun. Used to stream art, but I burnt myself out because I made it feel like a job. Yeah, I get that. So, what got you doing the art stream? What made you decide to change it up? I feel you on wanting to keep some of the like hobby stuff separate, but also it's your like job too. You doing a bunch of Photoshop. So I could see it definitely the hobby plus job plus stream now. I could see how that'd get you for sure. Guys, Raikou, for real this time. 8888-5566 for Raikou. Doing it for real. Husband gifted me an easel and I got inspired. Very cool. Yeah, I've seen some pretty interesting... What is going on with my video games? Joshua, I'm sorry, bro. I keep closing you. Am I not connected on the other game? I'm on the internet. What is going on here? I'm on the internet. This is the end of stream, isn't it? This is going to be it. Your boy can't figure out how to play two games at once. Hold on. Raikou. Anything is fine. I'm having a stroke. I am. My wife is yelling at me. Guys, the code 8888-5500 for Raikou. Can we please just connect? Good. For reals this time. Joshua, I'm glad you made it in on the third one. I would have felt bad if you didn't make it in on this one. Guys, everybody is welcome. The code is 8888-5500. Acrylic caught the entire Chikorita family as shinies yesterday. Sadly, still no shiny Ho-Oh. You hate to see it. What game are you hunting those in? Let's go. We're looking for ground types. What happened to the beautiful background cutout? Woot? What are you talking about? I guess we'll take Pangoro. The only thing we really need is ground types, so... Oh, the background. Okay. I forgot what you were talking about. Would you be talking about this? Okay, so here's the deal. I had it tucked away to the side here because I had a conference call for work, and I was not going to have this sitting right here and have people from my office questioning why I was cross-dressing in the background. I didn't want to have that conversation, so I just went ahead and I moved it. I'm going to go for Porygon here. Anyways, that is why. It'll go there for now. Yeah, I didn't want to have that conversation with the people at work. I just felt like that was probably not a direction I wanted to go in. Yeah, the P.O. box has really been a bit of a blessing and a curse, some might say. Some interesting things have been delivered at the old P.O. box. Do you have a Pokemon setup in the background for work calls? Yes. But usually I'll turn on the background blur. Just, again, it normally brings up a lot of, like, questions when I'm on calls. And they're just like, what the heck is going on in that guy's room? And most calls people will ask about it, which is like, sometimes I'm like, all right, maybe we can talk about it, you know? Because I use this for my conference calls too, my like good setup. And I'll usually get comments on the podcasty kind of voice too. So sometimes I don't even want to open up that can of worms back there. Conversation would have been so goated. No. Not famous, welcome in. Your work doesn't know about Call Misty. I haven't broken the news to them about it yet. Not yet. Was tempted to make that close to 1-to-1 full body. It's a good thing you didn't. What if someone would have recognized the fit? Yeah, that's another conversation I don't want to have. I don't think I want anybody at my work to recognize me. I'm going to go to Lycanroc because I do not need the Copperajah. We don't want that. Somebody doesn't know Calm is Calm, but they see the Call Misty cutout when they're in, like, wait a minute. Yeah, I know. It would be weird if it wasn't like a stream joke, right? Even weirder if it was just, if I ordered my own cardboard cutout of me dressed as an anime character that happens to be a different gender than me. But besides all that, they just see that. They're like, this guy has a cardboard cutout of himself dressed as an anime girl. Yeah, if I ordered that myself, I would be concerned too. I think you guys should have been concerned if I did order that myself. That's a cry for help, that one. You're that Pokemon's guy. No, please don't will this upon me. I don't want to have this. I never want this to happen. I have proof at the P.O. box. You can't. My wife went and picked it up. She had to deal with the secondhand embarrassment. Calm will tell people at Call Misty when he's ready. Yeah. I'll tell people about Call Misty when I'm ready. Could say you went to a convention, yeah, and they just happened to be selling a cardboard cutout of me. That would raise even more questions. Would have more respect for you. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the level of respect that I have for Baby Pluto right now. I think I'm about as good as I can get on the Baby Pluto respect scale. We need to talk about the cardboard cutout during the meetings. Yeah. We have customer calls and stuff too, so that just adds a whole other layer to that. Could be a real bad deal for ya boy. On Bloonum. Yo, how you doing? It's that guy that streams them Digimans. Honestly, if somebody was going to not know about Pokemon, it would be very surprising if they knew about Digimon instead. That's the one that they know. They don't know Pokemon, but they're like, this guy, what's that show? What's that game that he would stream? Digimon. Monster Rancher. It's that Monster Rancher streamer. That Metabot streamer. Step into my office, yeah. Bad times. Are you trying to tell me Calm's job isn't running DAs? Not yet. We're not quite there. One of these days. Ugh. Playing Digimon right now. I've never played a Digimon game in my life. Has not happened. Dubwool, Exploud. We can go Exploud. I feel like we could use a ground type. Let's go Scientist and we'll swap Joshua. Maybe you can grab the Scientist. And if it's bad, you can just take Exploud. You telling me you have never screamed on your channel? I don't think I have. Have I ever screamed, chat? Ever, even once? I don't think I have. I've had a couple times where I've gotten a little excited, but never a yell. There's never been anything to yell at, you know? I've never gotten anything so insanely rare that I had to do a backflip. I've just had a little giggle every now and then. A giggle. A slightly elevated volume of voice. That's about as far as I get. Real exciting stuff here. Calm is gonna premiere League Champ Calminthia. I don't know if I like the name Calminthia, personally. Time for your performance review, but unfortunately, we'll need to let you go since you are an anime girl. Honestly, it'd be pretty sweet, because boy, would I have a friggin' lawsuit. It would be awesome. I wouldn't have to work anymore. Would sue the heck out of them for not letting me work there because of an anime girl thing. Just saying. That's just so you guys know too. You have rights. I've seen him annoyed for sure, but he kind of internalizes that a bit. I've never been annoyed. Never. Why would I be annoyed? Definitely not anything to do with my chat occasionally. I have no reason to be annoyed. You heard it here first. Calm wants to be an anime girl. Back to back. Oriso, double sending the message. I don't want to be. I am. It's already happened. Imagine you'd be like Charles Martinet and go Waluigi, then you'd get angry. I just have to change my, like, personas. That's my... that's my persona deal. as I change persona to Waluigi. Rip off the mask. You ever have to flame someone in chat? I have mods for that. I have a fantastic moderation staff. Mods, I haven't shouted you out tonight. It's been a while. I appreciate you guys. Always helping your boy out. They're the reason that your boy gets to stay as calm as I stay. We try to keep it chill here. But the reason that things are so chill and cool in the chat and only full of homies, because we have mods helping out, timing out the bad eggs, doing what needs to be done, because your boy can barely even read. So, the mods are pretty mandatory. Make sure to say thanks to the mods. Show some love. My mods bully me. Yeah, tell me about it. We're on the same page with that. See, but I still appreciate them. My mods bully me more than your mods bully you, I think. It's pretty rough around these parts, actually. I wasn't trying to get into this. My mods, I don't know. Mods and chat. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's really rough around here for a calm fella. You have mods that compliment you too. I do, in fact. Look at this age guy. Can you believe this? What a positive little fella. And my wife says, and me. I think you talk the most smack to me, Julissa. I think you're the worst offender here. The chat civil war, I'm telling you, there's not just one. It seems like there's always one going on. There's always something happening around these parts in chat. Bully. We've never bullied you. Stop lying to the good people. Gotta believe them, guys. Everybody in chat. I guess you just have to pick who you're believing here. This is a he said, she said type deal. Lag. Is anybody else lagging? Is it still just Z? Z, I think this is the McDonald's Wi-Fi, unfortunately. Calm, you're the best Pokemon streamer I watch, and I just watched the one. It's good to be on top, baby. Number one. The only honestly, being the only Pokemon streamer that you watch, I feel like is a pretty good, like, even though I'm like the number one of one, I think it says a lot that I'm the only one you decide to watch. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I'm 32 hearts away from having another best buddy in Pogo. I don't know how many I have in that, but that's something that has held me back from getting the Jirachi in Pogo. I have the event, but I have not done it because of that. I need so many, like, best buddies. Smooth sailing on stream. Alright, good. I appreciate you guys letting me know. Just the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Ran to McDonald's to use their Wi-Fi with my DS when that first launched. Dude, Wi-Fi back in the day was a hot commodity. Do you remember the USB, like, there were these Nintendo DS USB Wi-Fi stick things for back when, like, home Wi-Fi wasn't really, like, a super out there thing yet? So you'd get this USB thing and you'd plug it into your computer and then you'd Nintendo DS to USB stick through your computer to the internet. It was a time. It was a very strange time. Your boy needs a tissue. I'm dying here, man. Just wait till you get the Kecleon task. Oh no, I'm at the Kecleon task, I think. Now that you reminded me about that.
This ball was well orange.
You know what, I appreciate it. The $3 dues and the fart included. Yeah, I'll take it. The Wi-Fi USB things were crazy. I was going to pick up my phone to look at Pokemon Go. I'm pretty sure I'm stuck on Kecleon, and you can't find them with the auto spinners. And I'm never manually spinning Pokestops, so I'm never going to find Kecleon. I don't know what the odds are of finding a Kecleon. I got a few during that event, but that was basically it. The only way to get them is through the Pokestop spins, manual ones, right? Do you have the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc? I don't. And I guess I don't need it since I already got Celebi. I've kind of thought about getting some of those distribution cartridges, and maybe whenever I do a Coleman Collecting meet and greet IRL, it would be kind of cool to distribute some of the events and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. I remember needing to have a Wi-Fi adapter for my Xbox 360. Yeah, you used to have to get Wi-Fi adapters for everything. Guys, I hate to do this to you. It's 9:30. This is my last catch of the night. I didn't realize until right now, but this is the final countdown. This is DA 11 and 12 since our last shiny. The final one. Use your Master Ball, you won't. I literally used a Master Ball on an Amoonguss once, just banking on it being a shiny. Guys, the final check. I just want to say, while we're here doing this kind of final look about, I appreciate y'all rolling out. I know it's been a little bit since I streamed, so I appreciate y'all showing up, hanging out with your boy. I will be streaming tomorrow and Saturday, same time, and tomorrow and Saturday we'll probably be going a little bit later. So if you want to hang out, run some DAs, kind of just chat with the homies, you see the vibe, right? If you haven't liked the stream yet, please consider doing it. Helps your boy out on the algorithm. If you haven't subbed yet, we're on our way to 14K now. We kind of popped off with some videos on the algorithm recently, so we've kind of been moving our way on up. What else? We had a bunch of people gift a bunch of memberships and do super chats and all that stuff. As always, I know you guys don't have to pay to watch me on YouTube, but it means a lot that you guys decide to do it anyways. It all goes back into this one way or another, whether it's some games for stream or mics or whatever else, you know. But I appreciate y'all supporting. We have a few people paying even more for these memberships. We have Woodrow the Kid, Panky Rain, Sir Shicker, Kasane, Z Toxic, Chrissy, Ellie Dogmeat, Vlad Shorts, Gilgamesh, McPablo Joel, Baby Pluto N, Showtime 1240, Kioni XE, Pseudo Wudon, and in the cultist here, we have Mistaken, Oriso, Ray's Plays, Eight Angles of the Grandmaster Ceiling Cat Ouroboros, Volt, Fujitobi, Avatar Hassani 17, and Oxford aka Big Man Teddy Ursa paying a ridiculous amount of money. Really appreciate you guys. Let's do this final check. And then we're going to raid somebody. I don't know who we're going to raid, but we're going to show some love since we got to raid somebody else. I'm going to figure out where we're going before I do this check. It's been a while since we've visited Trash Can Man. We'll go over there after this. All right, guys. Final check. Big money. No Porygon. No Lycanroc. No X-Plowed. Raikou. I don't know how many Raikou we've seen. It's a lot. Quite a few. Okay. We're going to raid Trash Can Man. And we're just going to have more DAs one of these days. I still need a lot of things. Let's go. Guys, please don't spam. Please be respectful. We're going to do a hashtag calm raid. Just give them a like, hang out for a little bit. Similar vibes. So you have a good time over there. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Good night, everybody.